Mastercamp.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning, Denver, and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. It's a beautiful day in Denver, here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT, and we got a ton of news to get through, so let's get it. It's time for You Choose the News, a game show that we like to play at the top of the every hour. And, well, there's really no choice about it whatsoever.
Come on.
Sorry. Just rhymes. I don't know how else to do it. It just rhymes. We got to go with You Choose the News because choose and news rhyme.
Choose and news does rhyme, and this is the Dr. Seuss version of your headline.
All right. Let's go with You Can't Say That on the Air.
So we're not gonna.
No, we are. If you choose it. 007 Spy Tech. Free shakes.
Ooh.
Or a follow-up with Ooh La La French wine.
Goodness.
I don't know.
You know what? I think we need to give Eric a little bit more time to pull his headlines together because you're lacking in your creativity.
Am I really?
Right,
you can't say that on there. Ooh la la. That's very creative.
You think that's very creative, but it has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Sure, it does.
Okay. All right. Let's start there.
Okay. We're gonna. Do you remember several weeks ago we broke the story that French winemakers were frustrated that Spanish wine was being imported over.
Actually, they weren't frustrated. Spanish wine was actually the number one, was selling the most.
That was their frustration, was that it was selling so well.
Well, they were selling, and France came in as number two.
Right.
However,
it turns out the French were buying the wine.
The French were the number one purchasers of the Spanish wine.
Right.
So, and then they were reselling it.
They would buy it in big trucks.
Right. And then remarketing it. So they were actually making more money. They weren't selling as much.
Right.
And they were actually buying the wine from Spain at a cheaper price because they were selling it in such quantity. So even though Spain was the higher the seller of wine, they were selling more wine. They weren't making as much money because wine was, or France was, selling it under market value, and then reselling it.
Did you get all that, folks?
Right.
So French wine makers are purchasing Spanish wine, importing it in big giant gasoline trucks made for wine, and then reselling
wine trucks.
Well, they're big gasoline. We don't have wine trucks in America, so I'm trying to give you a visual.
A wine truck looks like
a big gasoline truck.
It's not in a gasoline truck. You think it looks like a tanker
truck made for wine. That's what I said.
No, it's not a gasoline truck.
Made for wine. And so here's the update to this story, the ooh la la part. Apparently, some French winemakers are upset about all this importing of Spanish wine and rebottling as French wine. So you know what they did? They stopped the tanker trucks at the border. 2 of them, and a whole bunch of French winemakers got out and pulled the plug, the cork. They pulled the cork. In the French gasoline trucks made to serve wine. And guess what? All the wine went on the ground.
I don't think I could watch that.
This is thousands, tens of thousands of gallons.
I don't think I could watch that.
Of wine being poured out over the ground because they're frustrated that Spanish wine is better than French wine. And guess who was watching the whole thing? La Policia.
And they just watched. Yeah, I just don't think I could watch that. Let's just dump it all on the ground.
It's a matter of
principle.
Yeah,
and there's got to be a Spanish word or a French word for that. This is, like in
Ooh la la.
ma familia, like this is like I don't know. There's probably a word that just
Ooh la la.
describes their angst over this whole thing.
That's the word.
That's not the word.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yes, you do, and that is not the word.
All right, let's see. How about, you can't say that on the air, or 007 spy tech, or?
007 spy tech.
Okay. Samsung just announced that they have patented smart contact lenses that include a built-in camera. You saw it in the 007 thriller last year that came out over the summer, where a person could put in a contact lens and take pictures simply by blinking. Well, guess what? That's here. It's real. And Samsung has been granted a patent in South Korea for contact lenses with a display that projects images directly into the wearer's eyes. It's like a heads-up display for your contact lens. I'm thinking, I have a hard time putting my contacts in from time to time in the morning right now, much less with my camera is causing my eye to run. I don't know.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that would be. Yeah, but you know what?
Well, and then we all look like cyborgs.
And now people are really freaked out, when you lose a contact.
Yeah.
Right? You think you think
Nobody
you're freaked
move.
out, right? Now,
my computer. So yeah, I don't know. I think we'll all look like cyborgs because you can actually see the
you won't
the
look like a
imagery.
cyborg. No, because it's in your.
You can see it.
Well, but only in. You'd
In
have to
your
look
eye.
really closely to you.
Well, that's what people do is they look in each other's eyes.
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. Most people you're going to find don't pay any attention to you at all. They're so distracted. They're looking at their
that is
phones.
my life story. Thank you very much.
They're looking at their phones. They won't even notice.
All right, you cannot say that over the air or
I'm not going to say that.
free shakes.
Free shakes.
Free shakes. Hey, you know that cool company called Sonic? Mm-hmm. Sonic America's Drive-In.
Right. I did fall for one of their TV advertisements.
You did?
Where it was after 8 o'clock and you got half price shakes.
Yeah.
Packed up my kids in the car and said, "Let's go."
Really?
Yeah.
You ever
Saw the commercial, got in the car, and went.
I think I've gone for their, what do you call those, banana splits? I've done those little banana split thing. They did a promo for
Okay.
that. If you post a picture to your to your Instagram account, Sonic is bringing its milkshakes to Coachella. What's Coachella? No one knows.
Huge music festival.
Oh, it's a huge music festival. All right, so the Oklahoma-based fast food chain is promoting its new creamery shakes, which were introduced last month at the music festival, Coachella, using Instagram. For one day only on April 16th, festival goers will be able to order a Sonic Creamery milkshake through the special social media platform and pay simply by posting a picture to their Instagram accounts.
Wow.
So you got to show up. I'd like a chocolate shake. They're like, you got to pay for it. You got it.
Really?
Yep.
How fun is that?
There
I
it is.
love the creativity.
Nice.
Totally love the creativity.
All right. Guess what we have time for?
No. Don't we have something
You
else to talk
can't
about?
say that on the air.
I do have to do a shout out to my dad this morning.
No, not now.
I do. Right now.
Angel Tussie.
Right now.
We're doing this, and I don't care if you don't want to do it.
You don't care if I don't want to do it.
I have to say something that's going to get your attention. George Mason University recently renamed its law school after the late Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. And then immediately realized, whoops, the acronym that the name created is problematic. You see, the school first announced it would change the name to the Antonin Scalia School of Law, which the acronym would be ASSOL.
No.
Yeah, no, it's there. Yeah, right? And that's the part you can't say on.
I have a brother-in-law who always says to you, before you name your child, always run it by him, because he can put the acronyms together, the initials together. He's going to figure out where they're going to be teased in middle school.
Before you name your child,
right.
ask your child what the child wants to be named.
Ask my brother-in-law.
Oh, your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of this name? Or just run it by him. And he's instant. He's instant with it. So he would have heard this Antonin
Scalia School of Law, ASSOL.
He would have known it. He would have known it instantly.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have had to see it in writing. He wouldn't have had to see it written down, hashtagged out first. He would have known instantly. And before you do your URL, you run words together to see where the vowels and the consonants land or what the initials stand for and spell out.
Observers took to Twitter to give their 2 cents worth and possibly thousands of dollars worth of advice. Watch what you name your children, watch what you name your business, and be careful of negative names. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after this. Angel and Eric on Experience Pros.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. You want to relax. You want to feel fabulous. Reduce stress. Pamper yourself. Detoxify your body. But you need to visit Me Spa in Belmar Shopping Center. Find out what the ultimate pampering experience feels like. And what better way than to do it for half price. For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a $100 gift certificate for just $50. And the only place you'll find it is on denverhalfprice.com. Or just click the bargain hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com. Become the very best version of you by relaxing your mind, renewing your body, and reviving your soul. You can do it only at Me Spa. For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a $100 gift certificate for just $50. That's a $100 certificate for just $50, folks. You can find it only on denverhalfprice.com or click on the bargain hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com.
Well, the Fed has finally raised rates. We knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Wrong! Rates have actually gone down since the Fed raised the prime lending rate. Thanks to good old China, you can still get a 30-year fixed rate in the high 3s and a 15-year fixed in the low 3s with little to no closing costs. Call 303-458-8200. Let's rocket you into a new mortgage for 2016 with either a low rate on a refinance or a purchase. Although this rate hike didn't raise rates, the Fed is expected to raise the prime lending rate 3 to 4 more times this year, which unfortunately could move rates the wrong direction. So call Stanford Funding now at 303-458-8200 and let's rocket you into a mortgage in the 3s on a 30-year or a 15-year fixed. Refinance or purchase. We are a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with the BBB. So don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. 90 LTV. Credit score 660. Loan amount $100,000.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste one more dollar, one more gallon of gas, or one more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
It's tax season, and doing your own taxes, well, we all know how that can turn out. Or you're paying too much to have someone else do it for you. Let Winter Mountains Tax step in and do your taxes the right way for only $125. And military, veterans, government employees, teachers, nurses, and RTD employees all get a 15% discount. Call Winter Mountains Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Tax. Taxes done right.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Happy New Year, everybody. No, it's not New Year's. It's the time that we celebrate an annual tradition, though. It's time for taxes.
Taxes!
Yay!
And everybody blew their little horns and threw confetti because, yay, it's a brand new year.
Right?
Fiscally, right?
Well, when it comes time for taxes, it means we need to start adding up our deductions.
Which can be so exciting. You start to watch what people want to think should be included in their deductions, especially for official business purposes.
Yes.
For years, I have gone to my accountant and said, "Can I write my nails off yet?"
And you, I think every year, I think you ask that.
I always want to know: has the rules changed?
Well, because
can I write them off?
You get
because
your nails nicely Frenchly manicured,
right? Yeah, it's part of my professional image.
Yes.
Right? And so, when you look at the expenses, your personal expenses, we're always looking for what can we move over into the deduction pile. And every year he tells me no, until I become a hand model.
Let me play the role of the IRS for just a moment. Mm-hmm. These are for your professional image?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you have a professional image before you were a professional?
What?
Your professional image, your nails are done for your professional image. Did you ever have your nails done before you were in the workforce?
Isn't that you could never have done it before. That's actually not applicable.
You don't know the rules, lady.
I do know the rules.
I am the IRS.
Actually, I have been quite educated on this particular rule. And just because you do it for personal does not mean you can't also do it for professional and business purposes.
Right.
But in this case, I can't write off. But here are some crazy attempted deductions that accountants saw this last year. And number one was personal care, the most common write-off attempt.
Like the massage or your manicures or, plastic surgery because I need to look better for my work.
Even clothing. Right? Now, uniforms, if you wear a uniform, that is an official business tax deduction.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got an official uniform that you wear every day.
But if what you call a uniform isn't 98% polyester, you're not getting the tax.
Right? And so sometimes we're like professional speakers, or when we do the TV show, I buy dresses that are specifically for that.
Sure.
And he still says
no deduction for you.
No deduction for you.
All right. How about a vacation? Can we write off my vacation?
They say nearly half of all accountants surveyed said clients try to write off holidays, including cruises and jaunts off to Vegas. And there are some very specific rules when it comes to traveling and business deductions. Just because, and I think a lot of times entrepreneurs make this mistake, we're traveling to go visit family, right? We're there for the holidays. But while we're there for the holidays...
squeeze in a coffee appointment.
Right? I happen to have a business meeting, or I'm talking to my brother-in-law about opening up his own franchise here. And so now I get to write off the whole trip as this business meeting. Nay.
Nay.
There are some different pieces around it. And now that doesn't mean that if you go on a business trip, you could, I'm going on a business trip, I'm going to stay 3 extra days and do some personal things. You can write off the amount of time that you were there for business, but you don't actually get to write off those 3 extra days that you were there personally. Now, there are some runarounds, the travel. Of course, you had to already have the round trip ticket. And so that can be purchased, done in the business site. Anyways, talk to your accountant because there are definite rules around that. How about this one? Extravagant outings made the list with helicopters, boat rides, long, extravagant spa trips all listed as
Really?
attempted deductions. Now, here's how we get around it. We make retreats, right? Now it's a business retreat,
Come on.
right? Or it's a board meeting. And if we just happen to need a helicopter to get to where we're
some
going,
places
right?
in the jungle require that.
Right. So as long as the whole intent is the retreat, then you can have that spa trip maybe included
All right,
as part of the.
So I've got a home office, right? And I need to improve my home office with a hot tub or a spa.
A movie room,
Yeah, right.
maybe even a kegerator.
Right. Well, you
Game
got to entertain the people
Right.
who come to my business meetings.
My business meetings,
in
yes.
the hot tub.
So even though you are working from home and there are legitimate deductions for your home office, apparently the addition of a movie room, the hot tub, game room, and in this case even a kegerator, is not allowed as an official deduction, but it was attempted. These are some of the craziest attempted deductions that accountants saw this last year. And I think that oftentimes we think it's totally legit. I had a gentleman I knew, they bought these little 4-wheel drive, little buggy things, little doom buggy kind of things. But he worked in construction, and so they were transportation, on-site transportation, and so they got really clever and creative with that. How about this one that people tried to write off as a legitimate business expense? Children's gifts, clothes, babysitters, even child support.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently...
A babysitter's not a legitimate business tax
No,
deduction?
and there's certain child care that can be written off, depending on how your business you're structured. But clothing for your little toddler.
Not so much.
Those cute little NFL.
I'm daddy's
jerseys,
little secretary.
Right? But you can take pictures of them saying, "This is my assistant for today," and
Right.
and maybe buy them their own laptop and their own.
Give it your best shot. We'll talk about you next
Yeah,
year.
giving kids their own iPad because they kind of work for you.
All right. How about this one? I'm too tired to cook. So I need to go to Starbucks. I need to go to McDonald's. I need to go to that fancy Italian restaurant.
Yeah, they say meals on business trips are a pretty common deduction, right? Of course.
Sure.
However, they say the daily Starbucks or attempts to claim restaurant visits because they were too tired from working were also listed as crazy deductions. Now, if you are working late and you have an extended meeting after hours, and you bring in meals for the meeting, or you actually have a working lunch and you bring in meals for the staff.
Sure.
That can, depending on how that's written out, sometimes you can get away with that.
But if you go through the McDonald's drive-thru that's in your neighborhood on the way home from work, and you're just too lazy to make your own hamburger.
Here's a strange tax write-off attempt.
Okay.
The cost of getting married.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Right? I'm going to write this whole thing off because I'm actually bringing in
My wife is my new secretary.
Potential power partners,
Or
right?
my secretary became my new wife.
We're schmoozing
saying.
with, potential clients. In fact, instead of the little, little trinkets you give away at the end, it's actually swag for our business. I mean, you could actually turn that into, I think
The
you could get
answer
away
is
with that.
no.
No? I'd make a terrible accountant.
All right.
Sure, why
and
not?
Finally, what do you do when you have to go to work? Well, you got to send Fido to doggy daycare. That is not a business deduction.
They say pets, pet food, pet daycare, pet insurance, pet grooming were listed. 30% of accountants said that folks tried to write them off. Now, what if you have an office dog? Like the dog is at the office,
Nope.
and so we need to have the dog food
Your
and the dog
choice
care.
to bring the dog to the office. Not is the dog doing sales calls?
No, he's not.
I
And
don't think
apparently,
so.
only 14% of business owners separated business from personal finances.
There you have it. Beware, it's tax time. All right, folks, we've got more positive business talk just ahead. But first, pay attention to these supporters of the Experience Pros radio show. And remember, turn up the volume and do business with the people who do business with the pros. You're listening to Angel and Eric on Denver's Money Talk 1690.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, Call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
What is the Del Walmsley Radio Show?
Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. You need to stop being dependent on a paycheck. All of these self-help motivational people, they wind you up like a little clock. Click, 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 and then they'll let you go. Boom.
And who is this show about?
I'm your host, Del Walmsley, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom.
The Del Walmsley Radio Show. Weekday mornings at 10 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. You've all heard of fibromyalgia, the condition that amplifies painful sensations, fatigue, and mood swings. Tired of taking drugs that don't fix the problem? Well, Chronic Conditions Center of Colorado and Dr. Chris Steiner have created a program with no surgery, drugs, or injections, but with real results. Here's Crystal.
And I came to see Dr. Steiner for migraines, fibromyalgia. I have feeling back in my hands and feet. My vertigo has stopped. I'm not falling. Fibromyalgia has let up. The migraines are under control. Everything seems much better, and it is one of the best things I have ever done for myself.
Chronic Conditions Center of Colorado treats many types of chronic pain, and they have treatment programs for ADD and ADHD. Call Dr. Steiner at 303-660-2668 or visit them online at chronicconditionsco.com. That's chronicconditionsco.com.
Hi, my name is Greg, and I wanted to talk about alcohol treatment. There's a reason why it's difficult to stay quit, and it has nothing to do with character or willpower. It has everything to do with brain reward chemistry. Alcohol screws up the ability to produce sufficient dopamine, and any successful treatment has to fix that first. Go Sober restores the dopamine response. The process takes about 8 weeks. It involves medications and lifestyle changes. It costs about the same as a DUI with a much happier outlook. Take a look at their website at www.gosober.org or call 303-827-4837. They're nice people who understand the science of addiction and what to do about it. This is the last treatment you'll ever need.
If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
This is a message for people 62 years or older, or those about to be 62 and own a home or looking to purchase a home. At Stanford Funding, we offer a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase, which will allow you to use the equity in your home to enjoy retirement to the fullest, either by creating a monthly income stream or simply allowing you to never have to make another mortgage payment again. A reverse mortgage can allow you the freedom you have always dreamed of. Please give Stanford Funding a call at 303-458-8200 to see if you can qualify for a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase. We're a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with a BBB and many, many years of experience in the Colorado market. Again, call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com to make your dreams come true.
Approval based on 62 years of age and equity in the home.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future.
If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. That's the reality. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
The the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We are grateful that you've taken your time out of your business day to join us for hours here on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk. You know, there are some people who, if they were actors, they would win the Academy Award when giving excuses for why they cannot be successful.
Academy Awards, really?
Oh, yeah. You've got these people who just, it seems like all the energy that they put into creating excuses for why they should be but cannot be successful. If you would just channel half of that energy into doing things that would make you successful instead of making excuses, you would be so much better off.
You know, and you run into these people who they're experts at giving excuses. They roll off the tongue. They really have bought into them and believe that these are reasons why they can't get something done, be on time, have a good relationship, like whatever it is.
Invest in their business.
Right, anything. And they just ramble them off, and you just want to smile and nod and go, "You're so pretty." But here are the most common reasons and common excuses that Raven Gandhi, he's a contributor with Entrepreneur Magazine. He said the most common reasons I have heard from peers about why they can't start a business, and then he offers a little bit of advice of how to get past this issue. So if this is something you've heard or something you have said as to why you can't get something done.
Here's your first one. It's not the right time.
It's not the right time. Maybe we watch kids who are, and they're teenagers and they're starting businesses. We've seen people who started a business in their 60s. What stage of life? Well, I've got kids at home. I've got kids in college. I've got kids over here. I've got...
Psst. Here's a secret.
What's that?
It's never the right time. Get in or get out.
Right. Probably the same thing, with a lot of other decisions in your life. We keep thinking that everything's going to be perfect. It's all going to line up. And all of a sudden, my calendar is just going to open up and have all this great free time. And I'm going to have an infusion of cash flow and this brilliant team of people who want to work with me.
That doesn't exist. So let's just say this. Let's reframe this. Let's put the Experience Pros spin on this. Right now, today, whatever that thing is that's haunting you or challenging you or causing you to make the excuse that it's not the right time, today is the perfect time. Jump in, get started, and do something forward moving.
Think about the last year or 2 years ago. It goes by in a blink of an eye. And so what you start today could actually have some real traction and growth to it within 2 or 3 years from now. And here's the thing. You might not think you're ready, but chances are you really are.
You might be more than ready, and you just didn't realize it. And you may miss an opportunity.
All right, so here's another excuse. And this is probably founded on some real issues, right? Real things, not just excuses. But what if it fails?
What if it fails?
What if it doesn't work? What if I lose money? Or what if nobody buys my product? What if? What if
it did? What if it doesn't fail? What if it succeeds?
Now the truth is, 80% of businesses do fail.
Sure.
Within the first 18 months.
I think that's being generous.
And of course, the IRS has lots of statistics around companies that don't make it past 3 years and then again past 5 years. But here's the thing. What if it fails? So what?
All right. Embrace that.
Right? You tried it. And you don't have to live with the regret of, I always wished I would have tried.
Absolutely.
You probably are going to learn something tremendously valuable about yourself, maybe about business, maybe about people, about life.
The old story, Edison, 10,000 different ways not to make a light bulb. every one of those could be considered a failure.
Right? And we hear stories all the time of rejection and failure. In fact, some of the most successful people have just this long laundry list, longer than your arm, of things that they have been rejected for and have failed at. But remember, it's the regret of not trying, not putting yourself out there. So what if it didn't work? Well, people might scoff at me and my friends will tell me I told you so. So what? They didn't have the guts to try it. Hold your head high and say, I stepped out there and I learned some valuable lessons along the way. And like Eric said, what if it doesn't fail?
Yeah,
what if it's the next
if you're
big
phenomenally
thing?
successful
Yeah.
and you get a tribe and it explodes virally? Here's the third excuse that we often hear. I haven't saved enough money. Well, you know what? Okay, let's call it what it is. It takes money to make money. There's no two ways about that. We acknowledge that. We embrace it. And the contributor to this, or author of this article, says this: my suggestion is anyone who starts a business should save enough money to live for 18 months without any income coming in. If you do that, you're going to already blow away the 80% 18-month.
But I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who's got 18 months of savings just sitting in a bucket.
I don't know.
I don't know anybody who started a business with 18 months of a cushion.
We say give yourself 6 months of cushion and make yourself and so don't quit your day job until you've got a good solid 6 months, and then go and find your audience. Do your testing. Make sure that it's there's an audience for what you're trying to sell. You'll be surprised. You can actually pull this thing off.
You can live on far less than you think.
It's true,
right? You can make some sacrifices, because you're actually building your dream, and it's just for a season. It's not forever. It's just for a season. And there are a lot of creative ways you can grow your business. There's a lot of creative people that can help invest in your business. And it doesn't take long to actually start creating revenue. We had Luke Wyckoff from Social Media Energy in last week talking about some things that he's learned along the way. And, he says, you don't need all the fancy bells and whistles. You don't need the big office. You don't need all this. What you need, paying customers. And so if you focus on paying customers from the very beginning and every single day, your business is going to bring in revenue. And so if you don't focus on paying customers and you focus on all the other, I need a logo and I need to file my business cards and I need to, create a craft project for, organization, then of course you're going to just spend. But if you're focusing on paying customers every day, you're going to be just fine.
The fourth excuse that people often give is, people don't really see me as an entrepreneur. I've been a clerk at Walmart for the last 17 years. I've been helping other people make their business grow by doing their accounting for them all these years. I've been a farmer, and I'm always going to be a farmer.
You know what? Once you start your business, you are an entrepreneur.
Hello.
Doesn't matter what people think or see or what you've done in the past. Mm-hmm. You are.
I told my dad, I used to work at a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center, and I told him that I was going to quit that job, which actually had career potential for me, and I was going to become a magician. The kind of guy that makes rabbits pop out of hats and stuff like that.
Yeah, how is Twinkie these days?
We're not going to talk about Twinkie. But he said, you're committing financial suicide. Don't do that. I went on to become one of the most famous magicians you've never heard of.
That's like the oddest phrase I can't ever wrap my head around.
It's pretty easy.
Huh. All right. And finally, how about this one? It just seems too hard.
It's too hard.
And you're right. It is hard, right? Mm-hmm. It's not that hard to get up every day and go to a job you hate, filled with regret, not do what you want to do.
Man up.
Right? Feel like somebody else is in control, that you're putting your dreams aside. Like, that's not hard at all. And yet you do it every day. You've got what it takes. And so, yes, it's hard. Starting a business is hard. Being in life is hard, right? It might even be, they say, the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life. In fact, here's what Raven says. He says, you'll lose sleep. You'll fight with your spouse. You'll have less time for your kids, potentially losing all of your money. Have I scared you yet? He says, I hope so, because there's no getting around this one. If you aren't ready to work your tail off, get your hands very dirty, don't even think about starting a business. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Word.
He says the easy decision is to keep working for a secure paycheck, and that's exactly why most people don't start their own companies. But here's the thing. You won't always lose sleep. You won't always be fighting with your spouse. You won't always have less time for your kids, and you won't always be losing all of your money. You're actually going to sleep better with bigger dreams, bigger vision, knowing that you stepped out on a limb and did what you've always wanted to do. You didn't let the naysayers, you didn't let the little voices in your head keep you from pursuing your dreams. You know you've got it in you. You might be fight with your spouse with a little bit, but only until the money and the lifestyle starts changing, and then they're going to be your biggest superhero and your biggest cheerleader, right?
There you go. Thanks to Raven Godney for the talking points for this conversation. Beautiful day today, 67 degrees, mostly sunny, 0% chance of precipitation with winds out of the north-northeast at 12 miles an hour here in Denver. This is Denver's Money Talk, KDMT.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
Is it time to remodel that outdated kitchen? I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth. And for the past 9 years, I've been telling you how we've saved our customers thousands of dollars on their kitchen and bathroom projects, even over those big box stores. And now, I invite you to come check out our showroom and experience our unique mix of top-of-the-line customer service, quality products, and tremendous value. Come check out our full line of Homecrest cabinetry. And, as always, we upgrade all our Homecrest cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology for free. Need to remodel that bathroom? We are blowing out all our in-stock vanity cabinets and granite countertops. These prices are incredibly low, so don't wait. We've extended all our current specials through April, so there's never been a better time to get started. You can visit our showroom or call us today. 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Also, to view all our current specials, visit our website at allaboutgreatdeals.com. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Thanks, Peter. Just because we're getting older does not mean we can no longer do what we did in our 30s. Getting older does not have to be a horrible thing. Let me help you to feel energized, sleep through the night, and continue your active lifestyle well into your 90s. If at 52 I can actually lift more than my college athlete daughter, so can you. Call today to begin your journey back to health with my team at Cenegenics Denver.
I'm so sure you'll become a fan and a friend of Dr. McCallan's if you do this one simple thing. Call her 720-387-3681. My word on it. She'll change your life. 720-387-3681.
Point, click, bam! ColoradoAutomall.com. Thousands of cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles virtually at your fingertips. Colorado Auto Mall. That's your front range dealer's inventory of new and used vehicles for the local shopper. Photos, descriptions, options, make, model, and body style. It's all there at ColoradoAutomall.com. The research tool you need to find your next ride could not be easier to use. Your next ride is online and on sale at ColoradoAutomall.com.
What's wrong, Ugg? Your garage and garage door are the talk of the caves.
One problem.
What?
It closes, but it won't open. Ever try to escape a crazed brontosaurus and your garage door doesn't open?
No. But you remember Don? He not only builds garage doors, he repairs them.
Is he fast?
As fast as you are with a hungry brontosaurus on your heels.
Then he's my cave guy.
Okay, so maybe the garage door repair wasn't born quite that way. But the good news is today, Don offers you something special. After all, a broken garage door can make you miserable in a hurry. Well, Don's has seen it all. And since 1989, they've repaired thousands of doors so they gain new life and offer years of trouble-free performance. So, if you hear squeaks, squawks, rumbles, rattling, and other telltale signs you're going to need a repair and soon, visit DonsGarageDoors.com and schedule a service call. DonsGarageDoors.com. Don's Garage Doors.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Is your heating and cooling system ready for the changing temperatures? Call on Pastor Camp Heating and Air Conditioning. They offer a wide range of all new makes and models, a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and special offers perfectly suited for your needs, including manufacturer and utility rebates, or 12 months, no payments, no interest, or payments as low as $97 per month with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Good morning, Denver. Very nice to have you along with us here in Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT. You can pick up the KDMT app as well. And what a great way to interact with us here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. You know, this is the official home of Fan Braggin Friday, and you can one-touch fan brag from that app. That you simply push the button and say, I want to tell you about this business, I love this business, and here is why. And then you tell us about who you are as well. We'll play that every Friday, and it makes you part of the show. It's free advertising for you and your business that you love. It's good stuff. You can find that app at experiencepros.com/radio. Yeah,
experiencepros.com/radio for Android and iOS. All right, start spreading the news. Somebody's getting ready to go to New York City.
New York City. Oh, boy. Well, we are very excited. We, those of you who have followed us for some time, you know that we run a contest every year. It's called the Fan Braggin Contest, and this year it ran from January 20th to March 16th. And we just made the big reveal last night at a big event over across town at Water to Wine. And you know what? Somebody won a trip for two, all expenses paid, airfare, hotel, even a Broadway show to New York City.
We started the Fan Bragging Contest to allow for business owners to have a contest to compete in that included their category.
Right.
A lot of contests are going on, but if your business doesn't fall right into the categories that are already listed, you can't even compete.
Exactly.
Which for most of the members of the Experience Pros Network, we fell into this. Legal service, insurance, web designers, graphic designers, printers, all of that.
Consultants.
Yeah. And pretty much if you were a B2B, you aren't included in most of the contests that are going on. So we created the Fan Bragging Contest in order to give them that opportunity. And of course, with the Fan Bragging Contest, every vote for your company to help you win Best in Business turns into an online review, a testimonial, a 4- and 5-star review that is searchable when you do an online search for different companies to find out the reviews.
Yeah, it is a true game changer for small business. And if you'd like more information, we'd be happy to help you understand a little more about what we do. Contact us at radio@experiencepros.com. Are you ready for the big reveal of the top 3 winners?
Yes.
Yes. Coming in third place, Champion Carpet and Upholstery Care up there in Broomfield. They do a great job.
Yeah, congratulations to Champion Carpet and Upholstery Care coming in third place in the contest. Mm-hmm. So hundreds of companies won Best in their category.
True.
But one company won the overall contest, which ended up being a free trip for 2 to New York City by getting the most votes from everybody within the contest, not just in their category.
Coming in second place in the, or runner-up, as it were for the contest, is the social media advisor, Holly Claire. She does a great job helping you get your social media on track and then viral.
Absolutely. And the winner of the overall fan bragging contest for 2016 is Squeal Black Spiced Rum.
Yes!
They actually are, what do you call them? Distiller?
Well, they're manufacturers of a black spiced rum, and it is truly amazing. It's become my favorite adult beverage, and not just because they're one of our clients, but because it's amazing.
Right, created by a chef here in Colorado, and now distributed throughout the state of Colorado, and probably soon to take over the country. And
absolutely.
So check them out. Check out all of the winners on our website, experiencepros.com. Click on the directory to see who's offering the best in business. Read all of those online reviews and testimonials. Thousands of votes came in, making, of course, at least keeping our directory one of the most actively engaged directories online. And of course, we had winners all the way from Alaska, Texas, Phoenix.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun. Wyoming. Mm-hmm. So it's not just in Colorado that you could compete. You can really compete nationwide.
Absolutely.
So check it out at experiencepros.com. We do it every year. It was our second annual, and congratulations to Squeal Black Spiced Rum for winning this year's, being our overall winner of the fan bragging contest. Pretty exciting.
Start spreading the news.
Right, so he gets to go to New York City.
I'm leaving today.
Free trip for two.
I want to be a part of it.
Isn't that pretty exciting? So not only does he get to be an award-winning company, but also gets a fabulous trip as well.
It is. And everyone who participated in the fan bragging contest is a winner because, as you mentioned, that the Google, the organic search, is elevated by traffic that is coming through our website. See, how this works is members sign up to become a member of the directory. That directory traffic is driven to that directory by this radio show, right? Mm-hmm. And so people find you because they are listening to the Experience Pros radio show. They go and find the businesses. They go and do business with you. But because of the traffic that's coming through, Google goes, oh, something's happening. And you start to climb the ranks. And then when you get those, what we call a fan brag, which is a 5-star, 4-star review, right? No 3 stars, no 2 stars, no 1 stars. That's our guarantee to you because it's a fan brag. It's not neutral and it's not negative. Our cultural shift, what makes us different, is that we are not negative ever here on the Experience Pros radio show. So that starts to drag you up or climb, get you to climb in the rankings on the Google. And my friends, I literally know people who pay thousands of dollars a month to get higher in the organic search on Google. And you can do so at a teeny tiny sliver of a fraction of that expense just by becoming a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory.
Well, we're so excited. It was a fun contest and fun celebration last night as all the winners got together to celebrate with their peers, which is, super fun when you celebrate somebody else's success. So not only is it your success, but others around you, and you lift others up. And it just makes for a tremendous working environment in a business culture when you see all the others, see what you do is helping others succeed, right? And then we all start to embrace that Zig Ziglar mentality of if you help enough other people get what they want, you'll end up getting what you want. And so changing that culture, creating a revolution in the way people treat people in business is something we do every single day here through Experience Pros. I invite you to check it out at experiencepros.com.
All right, folks, we have to take a quick station ID, top of the hour, get the news, and all of that. We want to thank you for tuning in. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. You're listening to Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT AM.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. We're all over.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Business never takes a break. Neither do we. So, take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are. With live streaming, listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store, or at moneytalk1690.com.
This is a special notice to all U.S. taxpayers. If you owe the IRS or state back taxes and cannot afford to pay them back, there's good news. Due to the financial hardship many are facing in today's economy, the IRS has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative. Qualifying for this program will resolve your tax problem, end all collections, and possibly reduce your back taxes by up to 90%. If you are facing wage garnishments, liens, bank levies, audits, or payroll taxes, taxes, it's not too late. Your circumstances may qualify you for this special program, protecting your savings and your assets. If you owe the IRS or state back taxes and cannot afford to pay them back, there's no need to worry anymore. Call the hotline at Victory Tax Solutions to see if you qualify and potentially save thousands. For this free information, call 800-417-9269. 800-417-9269. That's 800-417-9269.
You're listening to Denver's Money Talk, where you can hear New Venture on Wall Street with Pastor David Mitchell every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you want to be a better stock picker, you won't want to miss a single show. New Venture on Wall Street seeks to instruct and educate you on how to make money in the stock market. Listen today and get ready to learn. New Venture on Wall Street every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk. On Friday, May 6th, your life is about to be changed for the better. In these challenging times, we need inspiration and motivation to become the leaders we all know we can be. Plan to attend LeaderCast 2016, Architects of Tomorrow. You will be empowered with life-changing insights by renowned leaders like former Navy SEAL Rourke Denver, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, leadership author and speaker Andy Stanley, NCAA champions coach Nick Saban, James Brown from CBS Sports, and more. All part of the world's largest one-day leadership event that is simulcast around the world live. The choices you make define the leader you become, and our world needs everyday leaders who will step up to make a difference and make a positive impact on your organization, community, and beyond. That's what LeaderCast 2016, brought to you in collaboration with the Colorado Business Roundtable on Friday, May 6th, is all about. Early bird tickets are on sale now. To buy tickets and learn more, visit LeaderCastDenver.com. That's LeaderCastDenver.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning, America, and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along here with us. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Let's get right to the news. It's time for You Choose the News, a game show we like to play at the top of the hour where really you have no choice at all, and we're going to deliver the news. However, Angel does have the choice of order it comes out in.
Sort of. I sort of had the choice of order. He doesn't give me much to go on with the headlines.
Let me give you more graphic and detailed headlines. Ready? Okay. One story headline is this: Pop, wee, you're fired. Bad spice, or I don't know how to frame that one yet. The internet's new food craze, or the NFL. Let's call it the NFL.
I'm going to go with Bad Spice. Are we talking about the Spice Girls?
Bad Spice.
Are we talking
Is that Posh's alter ego, right. Bad Spice?
Bad Spice?
No. You've heard of the little country of Madagascar, right? I like to move it. I like to move it.
Yes.
Move it.
Yes. Isn't that where they make vanilla?
It is where they make vanilla. Thank you very much. And guess what?
What?
Their vanilla tastes yucky.
Really?
Yeah. There ain't nothing plain about the vanilla market. The price of the bean used to flavor everything from ice cream to chocolate to cola to pastries more than tripled in the last year as the output slipped and quality suffered.
Oh, shame. We're all going to have to now use the artificial stuff.
Well, here's the deal. The demand for vanilla is growing, in particularly in developing countries. Their palates are saying, I think I like that vanilla flavor. Madagascar, which supplies half the world's beans, took shortcuts in the process used to create the aromatic qualities.
Oh, shortcuts.
And so after a decade of low vanilla prices, production declined in places like China, Indonesia, Uganda, as farmers switched to other crops. Inventories shrank, and before you know it, prices were starting to improve as there became more of a demand. Yes? Well, it seems to me, and I'm just reading this as we go here, smaller Madagascar crop last year, fewer good quality beans, prices surged in the U.S., the world's biggest buyer, and you can compare this. High-end vanilla fetches up to $250 a kilogram.
Ooh.
It's like a drug.
Right?
Compared
but you know
with
what? When you've had good vanilla.
Well, it was $80 a year ago. So I mean, it's really going
good
up.
Vanilla is good.
So, just be careful, folks, because what they're doing is they stored up all this vanilla.
They stored it thinking that they were going to plan ahead.
Yep, because we see the prices going up, so we stored it for you. Turns out vanilla has a shelf life.
And I've actually just got a text message that says you can buy really yummy vanilla when we go to Cancun next week.
Cancun.
Yeah, so stock up on your vanilla, the good stuff. Well, don't stock up. It doesn't store well. It doesn't store well.
It doesn't store well. You got to buy your vanilla fresh. Okay, so let's talk about the NFL or the internet's new food craze or pop, wee, you're fired.
Sure, let's do that.
Oh, okay. United Airlines flight attendant mysteriously broke a huge rule and cost the airline a ton of money. You probably saw this in the news yesterday. This United Airlines flight attendant on Monday, it was in the news yesterday, made news on Monday, intentionally deployed the emergency slide on a Boeing 737 in Houston. Yeah, she popped the slide.
She popped the slide just because she wanted to.
And then she slid down it.
Well, yeah, you can't pop it and not slide on it, right?
Picked up her bags, walked off the tarmac, and was subsequently either fired or suspended. That is yet to be.
Yeah, I'm sure they want to know, like, what were you thinking?
I'm pretty sure there was an expletive in that. What the heck were you thinking?
Right, but, I mean, if you're going to pop the slide, I mean, it's probably one of those things. I've never seen it done. I want to do it. And now you have to jump down it. But she walked away like this is just how you get out of the plane.
My first thought on this story when I saw it on the news was there hazing going on? Was there frustration? Obviously, I just can't wait for the door to open. I can't take this either passenger and or coworker another second. So, whee! I don't know. There has to be a reason that somebody slips a cog and deploys an emergency slide on the tarmac with no fire. And there's got to be a reason.
It's really cute. Eric's finally asking questions.
No, I'm making up scenarios that scratch my itch. The internet's new food craze or the NFL?
The NFL.
The NFL. You heard about this, folks. Twitter. You know that one where it's you can only post 140 characters to say something?
Yes.
Well, they're going to post 3-hour-long television broadcasts.
On Twitter?
On Twitter.
You can watch something on Twitter?
You can watch the NFL. Thursday night football.
Like the football game?
Thursday night football games will now be streaming on Twitter's 10th anniversary.
Through Twitter?
Through Twitter, yeah.
Wow, well, this is opening up.
Twitter started doing live streaming with their Periscope and Meerkat. Meerkat, by the way, painful death to that story. But they're making the biggest bet on live programming ever. The company has purchased the rights to stream 10 games from the NFL in a hotly contested bidding process, which drew interest from Facebook, Amazon, and Verizon.
Really? And Twitter got it?
Twitter's had a long relationship with the NFL.
Twitter is someplace I'm watching a program.
Well, you never have been before, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't. And by the way, everyone will be.
Wow.
And this play is not so much for the advertising rights that come along with it, but in fact, it is a play for the millions of new users that it will bring to the social media platform. It's no news that Twitter has been kind of floundering in their economic. They have not found a way to monetize the system. You know, Facebook, they do Facebook ads, and when they came out of the gate, they flopped on the opening stock day, but have since regained their market position and is now booming with billions of dollars in revenue. Twitter, not so much. They just can't.
They can't.
They got 300 million registered users, and several hundred million often tune into Twitter to follow breaking news, but they have not found a way to monetize it.
No.
Well, what do? you go where people just throw money away at the NFL and say, we want a piece of that.
It'll be fascinating. I wouldn't have ever thought that, okay, now we're watching TV and watching a sporting event through Twitter, but it's opening up a whole new ball game, right?
Yeah, a whole new ball game. I like that. And we'll put it into NFL terms for you. Twitter's partnership with the NFL is truly a Hail Mary pass. Okay. The internet's new food craze.
Okay.
Sushi burgers.
Wait a minute. Is it sushi or is it a burger?
Uh-huh. It appears to me, just by looking at the photo, which comes from highsnobiety.com. Sushi burgers are the new internet food craze. It is sushi, but it's sushi layered to look like burgers. So you've got a layer of rice that has some type of seasoning on the bottom of it, and then there's a layer of sashimi, and then there's a layer of seaweed.
But is it really a burger?
And no,
I mean, does it really
count? It's in the shape of a burger.
But I mean,
ain't nothing but a burger is a burger is a burger. It's in the shape of a burger.
And so because
they're calling it sushi burgers.
Sushi burgers.
Yeah, take a look at it. If you saw that, what would you call it?
A
burger.
You wouldn't call it.
It looks like a burger.
But it.
You're getting funky because there's kelp or something on the top of it, which doesn't make it look like a burger as much as we don't put the decorations on top of our burger buns.
You're right. A burger.
Okay, look at
traditionally,
this.
Right.
That looks like a burger.
Is a bun with meat
with stuff inside.
Right.
Yeah.
But this isn't a bun, and this isn't meat,
burger.
and this isn't.
It's none of the above.
Right. Yeah. But we're going to call it a burger.
It's Twitter, and we're calling it the NFL.
Okay. What? What's wrong with this? It's just whatever you want it to be. Mm-hmm. I've heard it both ways.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's the news that you choose, and we'll keep you updated on if anything happens with the vanilla market or whether sushi burgers make it to the Experience Pros office.
You notice he didn't say he was hungry.
I am starving.
Right? No, but we were talking about sushi burgers,
and
usually
starving.
Usually, like this is your chance to really go into how hungry you are, but you didn't really jump on that.
I would like a sushi burger as long as it's got a whole slab of beef on it. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Has your child or grandchild been diagnosed with ADD or ADHD? Are they struggling in school? Well, give that child a life they deserve. Chronic Conditions Center of Colorado and Dr. Chris Steiner offer a drug-free solution that the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends.
We brought my daughter into Dr. Steiner because she was diagnosed with ADD. We've spent 4 years trying different medications to no effect or benefit, and went through the integrative medicine, and she no longer is on her ADD medicine, is performing better in school, and is a totally different kid from our perspective. And we can't thank Dr. Steiner enough.
So give your child their life back. Call Dr. Steiner at 303-660-2668 or visit them online at chronicconditionsco.com. That's chronicconditionsco.com.
I founded Go Sober because traditional treatment doesn't treat the condition that makes it difficult for some people to stay away from alcohol. Alcohol is a chemical. Over time, too much of it causes a biochemical change in reward response, and until that change reverses, it's impossible to go very long without thinking about drinking. That's the failure mechanism. It's not a willpower or a character problem. It's persistent nagging that undermines the desire to remain sober. Talking about change or denying access does nothing to stop it. At Go Sober, treatment is real simple. Alcohol dependence develops simply from consuming a lot of alcohol over a long period of time. We treat it with other chemicals, medications that restore the normal reward response. These medications stop the thinking about drinking so people can get on with it. Call us to find out what we're all about. You'll gain useful information regardless.
That was Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org. That's 303 303-827-4837 or www.gosober.org.
Yeah, new car shopping?
Oh, great. There's a nice day wasted. I'd rather take a hit with a ball-peen hammer between the eyes than drive all over town.
Well, it's what one does when one car shops. I thought you liked shopping.
Shopping, not driving. Hey, speaking of, how about we go to the mall instead?
What? And this day had so much potential.
ColoradoAutomall.com. Local dealers with local inventory online. A virtual click away.
I'm ready to click and shop. Boot me up.
ColoradoAutomall.com.
Well, the Fed has finally raised rates. We knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Wrong! Rates have actually gone down since the Fed raised the prime lending rate. Thanks to good old China, you can still get a 30-year fixed rate in the high 3s and a 15-year fixed in the low 3s with little to no closing costs. Call 303-458-8200. Let's rocket you into a new mortgage for 2016 with either a low rate on a refinance or a purchase. Although this rate hike didn't raise rates, the Fed is expected to raise the prime lending rate 3 to 4 more times this year, which unfortunately could move rates the wrong direction. So call Stanford Funding now at 303-458-8200 and let's rocket you into a mortgage in the 3s on a 30-year or a 15-year fixed. Refinance or purchase. We are a local Colorado lender with an A-plus rating with the BBB. So don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. 90 LTV, credit score 660, loan amount $100,000. It's tax season, and doing your own taxes, well, we all know how that can turn out. Or you're paying too much to have someone else do it for you. Let Winter Mountains Tax step in and do your taxes the right way for only $125. And military, veterans, government employees, teachers, nurses, and RTD employees all get a 15% discount. Call Winter Mountains Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Tax. Taxes done right.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. They say it's not what you know, but who knows you that makes all the difference in the business.
Have you ever had issues trying to get people to respond back to your emails? You're trying to reach out,
never respond
to these high-level contacts, get responses from that, but most of what we send out in the attempts that we make in trying to reach out to these potential prospects and power partners and possibly even in investors is that most of our tweets, most of our emails, most of our correspondence to getting to that right person,
they hit the wall,
and
that's all they go,
right? That you get through the gatekeeper, or even if you get exactly through to the right person, most of the responses go unanswered. So we found a fun little article on how to get responses when you email high-level contacts.
Now, the first secret is you don't just go out there and say, I'd like to know Bill Gates' email. But there's a really cool way that you can probably find most of your high-level email contacts, or at least an ability to reach out to them. It's LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn is like a treasure trove of searchability, who you're looking for, their contact information, but what do you say to them once you've got their contact information? So maybe you've done all the research, you've been able to find the people you want to talk to, but they're not answering your questions or not answering your emails. There's an acronym of that will actually help you in crafting the emails that are going to get responses.
Oh, I like acronyms, and before we get to that, let me tell you about one other software that is pretty cool. There's a Gmail plugin called Reportive that will help you if you're trying to figure out somebody's email address. This plugin should be able to tell you which email address is actually in use. Is it johndoe@company.com? Is it john.doe@company.com? Or jdoe@company.com? Or johnd@company.com? j.doe? Any of those combinations? Reportive feels it out on the internet and comes back and says, why don't you try john.doe@company.com? cube@company.com.
Try this one. It's so funny. We actually got a group email to everybody to the majority of people in our office recently, except for one person. And they're like, I don't know this one person's email address. Like, okay, well, you can see the formula. It wouldn't have been that tricky to at least guess it, what this other person...
There's also another website called Elliott.org that lists direct contact information for high-level executives at various companies.
All right, so now that you have the contact information of your high-profile targets, you can send the email. Now, according to this article in Entrepreneur Magazine, they use this version called CUBE.
CUBE. All
and
right.
it stands for, CUBE.
Yep.
Credible.
Yeah.
Unique.
Yeah.
Brief.
Okay.
And easy. And here we'll break that down for you. So trying to get high-level people. So, of course, if you've gone online and you've gone through LinkedIn and you've gone through these little plugins, so you actually haven't met them. You don't know them. They don't know you either.
In essence, this is a cold call.
Right? So very, very cold. So here's the first thing. They say credible. People in power are inundated with requests. So the key to dialoguing with a high-level person is to be seen as a peer.
Oh.
So what is it that puts you on the same level to even be talking to this person? Not that they're better than you, right?
So I would say, basically, if I'm trying to reach a C-level, I'm friends with Angel Tussey.
Or...
That makes me credible, yeah?
Right. Something that, and name dropping sometimes does help. And especially if somebody said, this person suggested I reach out to you, thought you'd be the perfect person for it. And so making it that unique.
Unique.
They say, I don't mean a wacky signature file.
Oh, okay.
Yes, if you've got one of those. Have a research.
Why are you looking at me in that tone of voice?
Have a researched and clearly defined reason for reaching out that's mutually beneficial and aligned with their interests.
Okay.
Right? If it's a question, don't send it if a quick Google search has the answer.
Oh, that's I like that.
Right?
Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. And I think that there are times where we reach out to people to ask them to do things and answer questions that a quick Google search would have resolved, or a quick little search on our own would have found the answer to. And so if you can find the answer another way, don't waste their time.
Absolutely.
Don't waste somebody else's time, and because time is their most precious commodity.
We're talking about how to get responses when you email high-level clients or prospects that you want to reach out to, contacts, if you will. We're using the acronym CUBE. The first one was credible. The second one was unique. Here's the third one, brief. You got to make it brief. Keep it short.
Okay, so keep it capped out. 150 words, little. Think about, don't look at it. And if it's all these words, they're probably quite possibly going to read it on their phone.
Yeah,
and even if they're going to read it on their desktop, they're just going to scan it.
2 paragraphs, folks.
Mostly, yeah. They don't have the time, they say, to read the next great American novel. And as a peer, you shouldn't have time to write one.
Hello.
Ooh, lack of concision shows a lack of respect for their time, too.
All right. And finally, the E in CUBE stands for easy. Make it easy as possible to respond.
I think the last one about you shouldn't have had the time to write one.
Yeah, I know. You kind of zoned in on that.
Is an interesting
You give me the stink eye.
Piece of, what are you spending your time doing? All right. So anyways, easy. Make it easy to respond means make your request low pressure, offer some options for them to choose from. And also this alters the dynamic from a yes or no to a yes or yes, right? Yes, I like this, and yes, I like that. So not just a yes or no. In fact, you don't want to give a yes or no option because, again, that closes the door. That leaves room for them to shut the door on it completely and no room for you to respond.
Now, the author of this, Brian Roberts, says his cold emails and, yes, even cold phone calls have received responses from Fortune 100 executives, triple platinum musicians, celebrity agents, and executive editors. It doesn't mean that it was 100% response rate. In fact, it doesn't need to be. All it takes is one to alter the trajectory of your business and your life.
Right. And so being thoughtful about it. And I think too often we just get so excited. I've got this great thing and I'm going to reach out to this person and they're going to respond to me. And then when they don't, we just feel deflated, right? Okay, why didn't they answer me and what's wrong with me? You need to craft these emails in a very concise way that is giving them the interest to even read it, let alone respond to you. So I like this little acronym of CUBE.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And maybe this is the right time to remind people that your Frank Circle comes into play. That's friends, relatives, associates, networks, and customers. And you've heard of the old acronym or the old adage, 6 degrees of separation. Well, here at Experience Pros, we call that 3 degrees of connection. And chances are super good, I mean, like almost 100%, that you're only 3 connections away from anyone in the world that you want to meet. Somebody knows somebody else who somebody else might know somebody that gets you right to where you want to go.
I don't like the idea of going online and guessing and trying to figure out.
I don't either. It's not my fave.
Right? But I do like the idea of once you get their contact information or an introduction to them, to have this concise email that makes it relevant and not just wasting their time.
Superstar Dennis Giroux at Printing Done Quickly, national brand locally serving here in Colorado, is up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future.
If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. That's the reality. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with Go Sober. I am a business owner here in Colorado and had been thinking about going sober literally for about 4 years. One of my biggest choices about going with Go Sober was that I'm a pretty private person, and when my alcohol addiction started, it started very privately. And when my rehabilitation started with Go Sober, it allowed me to rehabilitate privately, and having the flexibility of not having to go into a treatment program, going away from my family, away from my job. The infusions allowed me to put a reset button on loving myself again. My first infusion, I could go right past that neighborhood liquor store and not even think about stopping in and grabbing a bottle of wine. What's next for me is rediscovering all those things that I've lost.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste one more dollar, one more gallon of gas, or one more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
This is a message for people 62 years or older, or those about to be 62 and own a home or are looking to purchase a home. At Stanford Funding, we offer a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase, which will allow you to use the equity in your home to enjoy retirement to the fullest, either by creating a monthly income stream or simply allowing you to never have to make another mortgage payment again. A reverse mortgage to allow you the freedom you have always dreamed of. Please give Stanford Funding a call at 303-458-8200 to see if you can qualify for a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase. We're a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with a BBB and many, many years of experience in the Colorado market. Again, call 303 303-458-8200 or apply online at StanfordFunding.com to make your dreams come true.
Approval based on 62 years of age and equity in the home.
Is it time to remodel that outdated kitchen? I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth. And for the past 9 years, I've been telling you how we've saved our customers thousands of dollars on their kitchen and bathroom projects, even over those big box stores. And now, I invite you to come check out our showroom and experience our unique mix of top-of-the-line customer service, quality products, and tremendous value. Come check out our full line of Homecrest cabinetry. And, as always, we upgrade all our Homecrest cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology for free. Need to remodel that bathroom? We are blowing out all our in-stock vanity cabinets and granite countertops. These prices are incredibly low, so don't wait. We've extended all our current specials through April, so there's never been a better time to get started. You can visit our showroom or call us today. 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Also, to view all our current specials, visit our website at allaboutgreatdeals.com. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric, the most positive business talk show in America, surrounded by the most positive people in small business.
Absolutely. Our next guest is Dennis Giroux, the owner of Printing Done Quickly. You can find him online at printingdonequickly.com. Here's a business owner that started with his brand new business and within the first year expanded in hiring, adding new locations, taking his company from a local store into a national store. And here to discover how he takes care of his customers, Dennis Giroux, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on today.
Dennis, it is always a thrill to have you on the program. Your voice is like a soothing river that runs through this program.
And it runs deep, too.
It does run deep.
You talk to Eric a lot, don't
Dennis,
you?
let's start with our questions to you today. Talking about your unique customer experience, you have a unique experience for every one of your guests. Can you describe that for us?
Well, first of all, we are face-to-face type of a company. We want to talk to our customers. We want to hear their voices. We want to be able to really find out what their needs are as opposed to what they may think that they need. We help them figure out what the best path is for their marketing materials.
Okay, so a follow-up question to that is, how do you do a face-to-face kind of a business when you're a national brand and many of your clients are out of the local area? Excuse me.
A couple of different ways. Of course, with new technology, you can Skype people. You can easily get to them almost like you're sitting with them in the room.
Sure.
We also travel to our customers. We've got a great customer out of New York City that we went and sat with them and worked the program out, and it became our biggest customer. It was just amazing.
Well, Dennis, over at Printing Done Quickly, I know you do everything from business cards to bus wraps. And as a business owner, when I think, okay, I want flyers, or I want a banner, or I want, some printed material, I'm not as creative of thinking, well, what else could I possibly do? I think that's one of the things that totally sets Printing Done Quickly apart is your creativity to show me some samples of some other possibilities.
Absolutely. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and we really believe that. If a customer says, well, here's my idea of how I want to use an item. This is the customer I want to attract. We will bring in samples if whatever necessary. We'll do proofs for our customers and all the print products, and we do that almost all the time. We almost insist on it because if the proof is not correct, then we're not going to produce 10,000 pieces that's incorrect.
Right.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then, Dennis, you go one step further. I've seen, and we've been the recipients, many times you come up with new creative ideas that we haven't necessarily ordered. I don't know if America knows this or not, but small business owners are not the most creative people in the world.
It depends what type of business, obviously.
Sure.
Some are more creative than others, but they have to be.
But you get the creative side going for them, and then come, how many times have you brought us some kind of a piece of collateral or some kind of a printed piece that says, hey, did you ever think about trying this? You made clocks for us and counter displays for us and stuff like that we never would have thought to order. And yet, as soon as you came up with counter displays, we're like, let's do a bunch of those.
Yeah. That's why we want to know our customer. We want to be able to dig into their brain. What are they trying to accomplish? And then we're able to come up with ideas to help enhance their marketing programs. I
love it. Now, Dennis, it's one thing when it's you're the owner. I think we offer great customer service, and we know what the experiences that we want to have. And those first level of brand new customers, we've got that loyalty. How have you been able to transfer that and train that into making sure the entire Printing Done Quickly staff offers that same level of experience?
Well, first of all, you need to interview well. You need to find someone that understands your beliefs, your philosophies, and is able to work within your culture. If you hire that type of person and you nurture them, and you also are a model of that as a owner or as a supervisor, then right away they're going to understand and be that type of person too. Right. And they're going to do the same type of job that you would do. Yeah.
Right. Hire well and model well. Our guest is Dennis Giroux. He's the owner of one part of the ownership of Printing Done Quickly, printingdonequickly.com. Full service national printing company with that personal touch. They serve you as they would wish to be served. Dennis, let me ask you about, your company is how old are you now?
A little bit over 3 years.
A little over 3 years. And all 3 of those years, we've been thrilled to be a part of with you. What's been your biggest challenge as you've developed and grown?
Okay, so when someone starts a business, they come up with a business plan. If they're smart, they have that plan, ahead of time. Here's what I want to accomplish. Here's what I want to do. They have the vision of what they were trying to do. The biggest challenge we've had with our growth is that it changes sometimes daily.
The scale of your plan.
Yes. Yeah. So you've got to constantly be redoing those thoughts and those plans and the vision of what's going to happen. With us, because our growth has been, 100-fold within these 3 years, it's almost like we've had to scrap the plan, and sometimes we're going day to day just shooting from the hip, and that's kind of a scary thing.
Sure. But Dennis, think about this. Most businesses, according to the IRS and lots of statistics and stories, they don't make it in that first 3 years. In your first 3 years, you have continued to explode and expand and tenfold.
From 0 to a 7-figure company.
Right. Yes. And it's pretty scary. And I think for many people, they could not adjust that quickly on the fly, and it would probably paralyze them. This isn't the plan. This isn't what we thought.
There are probably people listening right now who are thinking, that's my story. I don't know how to scale.
Yeah. So how do you make sure that you don't lose it at the end of the day, and you're able to come back and go, okay, I can do this?
Well, first of all, I never give up. No matter what happens, you're calm about it, and you try to figure out what to do. You work with your team, make sure your team has input, and you always get through. It's just amazing how it happens. It's just, you do make it at the end of the day.
You do. We chatting just recently, we just keep plugging away, and we do the things that we know we're really good at, and we just keep putting one step in front of the other.
All right, so I want to ask a question that I think many people are listening out there are wondering as well. We just set the framework that you've gone from 0 to a 7-figure revenue source through your plan and how you've executed and all that. What type of marketing do you use, and how,
what's your secret,
right?
Really?
What's the juju?
Oh, wow. First of all, for marketing, again, it is personal. It's face-to-face. It is getting to know your audience. Our biggest networking has been through the Experience Pros. I'm not gonna mince words on that. Probably out of my customer base of probably 400 good, steady customers. Half of those customers have come through the association with the Experienced Pros organization.
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
It is powerful. And you know what? And the reason is because it's a community. We all work with each other. We all help each other. And there's other printers in the organization. It doesn't matter. We help each other.
Have you owned other businesses before, Dennis?
I have.
Yeah.
I've actually had 3 businesses.
Okay.
And they all failed.
Oh.
Well, you didn't know Experienced Pros.
Failed.
Is this your third or fourth business?
This is my 4th.
Oh, okay, good deal.
Okay. No, they have all failed because I wasn't a very good business person. I was a great salesman, a great marketing person, not a good business person. I finally learned after the 4th try, to get people that know what they're doing to help me. And the other thing is to be involved in an organization where a community is there to assist and help each other grow. And that has been the biggest success for this company right now.
Yeah, I love it. Dennis, give some contact information, if you will, please, so our audience can reach out to you and experience that service firsthand.
Well, our organization is located in Denver, Colorado, but we do serve the nation. We ship all over in that. They can easily find us online at printingdonequickly.com or call us at 720-524-8302. Speak to one of our really friendly customer service people. Kelly will probably answer the phone. You'll love her. She's just the greatest person. And that's how we can
let's give
serve you.
That number one more time.
720-524-8302.
PrintingDoneQuickly.com. Connect with them today. Tell them you heard about them on the Experience Pros Radio Show, and they're going to give you a deal on your business cards. 720-524-8302. Dennis, thanks for being here.
You know, I want to add one thing. If you go ahead and those people call in today, I'm going to give you 500 free business cards.
What?
Free.
Ooh.
Wow.
Even better. 500. Get them.
Is home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Market Wrap with Mo Ansari is your daily source for financial news and analysis. With over 30 years of trading experience, Mo shares his thoughts on the markets, answers your financial questions, and features guest experts from around the world covering a variety of investment topics. Visit marketwrapwithmo.com for more info about the show and listen to Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. You want to relax. You want to feel fabulous. Reduce stress, pamper yourself, detoxify your body. You need to visit Me Spa in Belmar Shopping Center. Find out what the ultimate pampering experience feels like. And what better way than to do it for half price? For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a $100 gift certificate for just $50. And the only place you'll find it is on denverhalfprice.com. Or just click the bargain hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com. Become the very best version of you by relaxing your mind, renewing your body, and reviving your soul. You can do it only at Me Spa. For a limited time, our chief bargain hunter is featuring a $100 gift certificate for just $50. That's a $100 certificate for just $50, folks. You can find it only on denverhalfprice.com or click on the bargain hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org. Do you suffer from pain, numbness, tingling, or burning in the hands or feet? It's called peripheral neuropathy. Tired of taking drugs that don't fix the problem or being treated without success? Well, Chronic Conditions Center of Colorado and Dr. Chris Steiner have created a program with no surgery, drugs, or injections, but with real results. Here's Diane.
I was in a lot of pain in my feet from neuropathy. It was what I thought was my final chance. I had been to the Mayo Clinic, to neurologists, several other doctors. I had a bag of pills to help me walk. Doc was very, very positive. I kind of was pretty skeptical, but I'm not anymore. I had 3 treatments last week. I had 1 treatment this week, and last night I was walking in, 4-inch high heels.
Chronic Conditions Center of Colorado treats many types of chronic pain, and they have treatment programs for ADD and ADHD. Call Dr. Steiner at 303-660-2668 or visit them online at chronicconditionsco.com. That's chronicconditionsco.com.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple of years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Thanks, Peter. Just because we're getting older does not mean we can no longer do what we did in our 30s. Getting older does not have to be a horrible thing. Let me help you to feel energized, sleep through the night, and continue your active lifestyle well into your 90s. If at 52 I can actually lift more than my college athlete daughter, so can you. Call today to begin your journey back to health with my team at Cenegenics Denver.
I'm so sure you'll become a fan and a friend of Dr. McCallan's if you do this one simple thing. Call her 720-387-3681. My word on it. She'll change your life. 720-387-3681.
Point, click, bam! ColoradoAutomall.com. Thousands of cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles virtually at your fingertips. Colorado Auto Mall. That's your front range dealer's inventory of new and used vehicles for the local shopper. Photos, descriptions, options, make, model, and body style. It's all there at ColoradoAutomall.com. The research tool you need to find your next ride could not be easier to use. Your next ride is online and on sale at ColoradoAutomall.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We are thrilled that you are tuned in to the most positive business talk show in America. That tells us something about you. And that is that you are interested in developing your bottom line by taking care of your customer and bringing your customer service along the way. Like the winners of the Fan Braggin contest.
Right, we announced the winners of the Fan Braggin contest that ran January 20th through March 16th. We got to announce those last night at our member event, and we're giving out the announcing the winners here today on the radio.
2 lucky winners actually going to New York City, courtesy of our partnership with Highlands Ranch Travel, and they're going to have airfare, hotel, even a Broadway show, all because they received the most fan brags, which are 4 or 5-star rated positive reviews on the Fan Bragging contest. You can find those at experiencepros.com/directory.
Right, over 90 companies won best in their category, which was pretty exciting. Again, find that online at experiencepros.com. But then one company who had the most overall votes through the entire contest won a free trip for 2 to New York City, and coming in 3rd place for that trip,
Champion Carpet and Upholstery Care up in Broomfield. So
congratulations to Champion Carpet. Coming in 2nd place,
social media advisor, the social media advisor, Holly Claire.
Right, and she does national social media management campaigns for you and your company. And our 1st place winner going to New York City,
JP and Monica Kraus, the owners of Squeal Spiced Black Rum, my favorite adult beverage, and maybe maybe should be yours.
Right. And so homemade here and distributed in the state of Colorado, soon to go become a national brand. Find all of the winners online at experiencepros.com. Congratulations to all who competed. Pretty exciting event. They are all now award-winning companies. Anytime your company has a chance to compete in a local business contest, we always encourage you to participate because it's great brand exposure for your company and a great way for folks to get excited about your company again. You know who's pretty excited, creating some excitement online on Instagram.
On Instagram? Miley Cyrus.
No. Probably.
Beyonce.
Yeah, probably some pop star celebrities.
Kim Kardashian.
People who take some racy photos. But the raciest of photos, apparently, are coming from Mercedes-Benz.
What?
Right? They are getting super engagement on Instagram.
The car
Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, the car company. Not, I don't know if there's somebody named, some star named Mercedes, right?
Well.
But here's the thing. They are taking over the Instagram world. They post several times a day, and people are just eating it up.
They have almost 5 million followers on Instagram.
They routinely get between 50,000 to 100,000 likes per post.
And they regularly achieve 10,000 likes on their posts. It's just an amazing thing to see this. Instagram is wants to be more compelling, and they are nailing it. Here are the 5 Instagram tips from one of their marketing directors over at Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, number 1, they have dedicated content. They said, don't just repurpose your Facebook content, right? We've all seen that. You see the same thing on Facebook that you see on LinkedIn, that you see on Twitter, right? It's important to create original content and not recycle images and videos. So don't just reuse. Separate content for Instagram.
All right. An example, they went to the New York International Auto Show. They used separate creative for 15-second clips on Instagram and longer form video on Facebook. So, they made it unique to each platform.
Second tip on how Mercedes-Benz is using Instagram. They approach Instagram as a branding platform. And then they're using Facebook and Twitter as a more direct response channels.
Okay, so if we're making Instagram the brand image, and then the Facebook and Twitter, click here in order to find out more.
Yep, and the third tip is they actually are focusing on the Generation Y.
It's about time.
Right?
All the stuff about millennials. You know what? We're still here, folks, us Gen Yers.
No, we're so last decade.
The boomers are going, take a number, get in line.
Right. They say we realize that millennials shop for cars and consumer content differently than baby boomers, and social is a big part of the mix. So they're recognizing who the audience is that they're going after and making sure their content matches with that. And then here's where it got the most interesting.
Ooh. All right.
Right? When you think about your brand online and who the best person is to market your brand online, you think it's got to be in-house. Or you hire somebody who is a professional at social media.
Right.
They didn't do that.
What
they
did
gave up control of their Instagram account to an influencer, somebody that just was participating, following, sharing, commenting on Instagram, on their page, was interacting with them.
Really?
They actually started out with a campaign, hashtag MB PhotoPass, where one of their fans actually was traveling around. They gave him a car, and he got to travel around with his dog and post his experiences.
So the person that they gave this account to, the Instagram name is Loki the Wolf Dog.
Right. He's an internet sensation.
Right.
The dog accompanies the owner and travels around the world, and they document it all on social. The campaign for this hashtag MB PhotoPass was so successful that they ended up giving this internet guy,
Kelly Lund,
their access to their entire Mercedes-Benz USA Instagram account.
Now, that is revolutionary.
Right? Giving up control to one of your biggest fans to be your brand influencer.
Should we do that?
Should we do that?
Should we give up our Pinterest account to an active Pinterest influencer?
Well, let's go back to the numbers.
Okay.
4.9 million followers, gets between 50 to 100,000 likes per post, regularly achieving more than 10,000 likes. And so maybe they're onto something, right? We always feel like we got to hold it so tight. You've got to be careful, though, who you give the power of your brand to.
That could be the tip of the day, my friends, right there. To surrender your need to control. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking already. I can't do that. We'll see. More positive business talk just ahead. We've got to take a top of the hour, station ID, get the news that's fit to print, and we'll be back. Remember to do business with the people who do business with the pros. They're the ones who keep us on the air. And if you can hear our voice, connect with us on social.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I want to thank all my listeners on 1690 AM, that's KDMT Money Talk. I want to tell my listeners how much I appreciate you listening, but I also want to tell you, be prepared for the biggest stock market crash ever in 2016. Join my gang where this time, for the first time, you're going to make money when the market goes down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
Phil's Gang with Phil Grandy, weekday afternoons at 1 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Wills, living trusts, and probate. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. I'm teaching a free estate planning class. Topics include probate, living trusts, pros and cons, protecting your children's inheritance, naming the right beneficiaries, avoiding big mistakes. Classes start soon and seats are limited. For more information, go to registercolorado.com. That's registercolorado.com.
Hi, my name is Greg, and I wanted to talk about alcohol treatment. There's a reason why it's difficult to stay quit, and it has nothing to do with character or willpower. It has everything to do with brain reward chemistry. Alcohol screws up the ability to produce sufficient dopamine, and any successful treatment has to fix that first. Go Sober restores the dopamine response. The process takes about 8 weeks. It involves medications and lifestyle changes. It costs about the same as a DUI with a much happier outlook. Take a look at their website at www.gosober.org or call 303-827-4837. They're nice people who understand the science of addiction and what to do about it. This is the last treatment you'll ever need.
If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
What's wrong, Ugg? Your garage and garage door are the talk of the caves.
One problem.
What?
It closes, but it won't open. Ever try to escape a crazed brontosaurus and your garage door doesn't open?
No. But you remember Don? He not only builds garage doors, he repairs them.
Is he fast?
As fast as you are with a hungry brontosaurus on your heels.
Then he's my cave guy.
Okay, so maybe the garage door repair wasn't born quite that way. But the good news is today, Don offers you something special. After all, a broken garage door can make you miserable in a hurry. Well, Don's has seen it all. And since 1989, they've repaired thousands of doors so they gain new life and offer years of trouble-free performance. So, if you hear squeaks, squawks, rumbles, rattling, and other telltale signs you're going to need a repair and soon, visit DonsGarageDoors.com and schedule a service call. DonsGarageDoors.com. Don's Garage Doors.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you back with us. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Let's get right to the news. It's time for You Choose the News, the game show where, well, you're not really involved except for the listening part, and somebody else chose the news for us to deliver to you. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I say, we've made a mistake.
Okay.
That's one topic.
Is that Yosemite Sam?
No, it's not Yosemite Sam.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, so sorry. All right. Sorry.
Thanks for getting my.
Sorry.
All right. So one topic is I say, boy, you know we made a mistake. Okay. The next one is arrogance, conceit, haughtiness, pride, and egotism.
6 ways you just described somebody I know.
No.
Ouch. No. Oh, sorry, that's not wrong game show. Okay, just a headline. Okay.
All right. Or the other one is how to make a movie.
How to make a movie? Oh, I want to know how to make a movie.
Talk amongst yourself for just a minute.
Talk amongst myself. Oh, Eric's coughing. All right. Yeah, it's so funny. We've had this terrible virus or whatever. It's just kind of plagued the entire state of Colorado. And everybody gets it. It takes over for weeks. Okay, so Eric left me with you choose the news. Do I just get to start choosing news? I'm going to just start choosing news. All right. So apparently KFC is fixing a mistake that it has been making for years. Oh, that was Colonel Sanders. That was the voice of Colonel Sanders. I'm sorry, I missed that. Anyways, KFC knows it has lost its customers' trust, but they are now debuting a new program to win Americans back. So, will you go back to eat the chicken? You know, they put something in there. It's a little addictive. You always want the chicken. Customers were saying your food doesn't taste the same.
I say, Foghorn Leghorn isn't good for my voice.
Right? He says we weren't. It's true. We are not making food the same way the Colonel had. So now that they've got the Colonel back,
Which Colonel is it?
What do you mean, which Colonel is it? Colonel Sanders.
They've had 4 colonels.
No, one
since
Colonel.
The original Colonel.
One Colonel. One Colonel.
Really?
One Colonel.
Huh.
Anyways, effective immediately. They're calling it a Recernalization program.
Recernalization, huh?
A public recommitment to quality involving employee retraining and a new satisfaction guarantee.
Well, they've gone through 4 new colonels. And
have they really?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. It may be
No, the food
their
is different.
biggest mistake.
No, it's the food that's different.
I know the food is different, and that's the storyline. But I'm telling you, they're on their 4th new colonel.
Okay, it's...
Sorry, the old guy's dead.
Right. I'm thinking it's just an actor for the commercials. Why are you so tied to that?
4 actors.
All right.
How many new colonels are we going to have?
As many as it takes. You think because one colonel quit, okay, now we don't have that colonel anymore?
I
so we
say
have no
maybe
colonels?
they need me.
You're saying no colonel is better than a new colonel?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I'm just saying, keep your eye on the second possible mistake that KFC is making.
Effective immediately, if customers aren't satisfied with their KFC order, the restaurant will remake whatever aspect of their meal fell short. The Recernalization program, including their new Chicken Mastery certification program. Ooh.
Chicken Mastery. I say I am a master.
Do you have this one? Because every time we have an award-winning mastery
don't do that
thing,
to me.
You're like, I have that.
You know something? I spent hundreds of hours training as a black apron coffee master, and if you don't like that, or you want to drag it up every time, no, I'm not a chicken master.
If you've got the Chicken Mastery certification,
the Chicken Master certification.
It kind of seems like the thing Eric would go for, don't you think? I mean, either that or the Taco Mastery certification.
There's one.
See, but don't you see this would be the kind of thing that Eric would go for?
Is there a Taco Mastery certification? Because I would like to.
You have to. Well, yeah, but it's the advanced course. You have to get the Chicken Mastery certification first.
No, you do not. No, you do not. All right. Okay, so we're in You Choose the News. That means that you have the option of arrogance, conceit, haughtiness, self-importance, pride, and egotism.
And we're not describing somebody I know.
Well, it is somebody you know, but don't jump the gun on this story, okay?
Oh, all right. Well, let's do it then.
Or video game movies.
So you want me to choose video game movies?
You choose the news.
But I did choose.
How long have we been doing this?
But I did choose. But you're like, well, wait a minute. But
you didn't get to the other one.
Well, because you've already given me the titles before.
I coughed.
You coughed, and does that mean we have to start all over?
You kind of.
Well, I didn't. I kept going. Remember, you left the room. Okay. I kept going.
I got confused. Which one do you want?
This one.
Okay. I had to look up the word hubris. Because apparently it is excessive pride or self-confidence, and synonyms are arrogance, conceit, haughtiness, hauteur, pride, self-importance, egotism, pomposity, superciliousness, superiority.
Wait, superciliousness?
Mm-hmm. Oh, superciliousness. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. They look like superciliousness.
I'm like, one of these words does not belong in the mix.
Well, it depends on if I'm talking about Beyonce, because it could be superciliousness. Tesla. Elon Musk is like a Greek hero to electric car enthusiasts, but now he has fallen victim to hubris. In a Monday press release, Tesla blamed its own hubris in adding far too much new technology to their Model X and it has delivered fewer than expected cars during the first quarter. Tesla, whose shares had been surging since last Thursday when it dazzled customers in unveiling the new lower-priced Model 3, admitted that it shipped only 14,820 vehicles in the first quarter. That total, which consisted of 12,420 Model S sedans and 2,400 Model X crossover SUVs, was well short of the 16,000 that it had targeted 3 months ago. And so, what seems to be the problem? Well, Elon Musk says, this is a paraphrase, I have excessive pride or self-confidence in our ability to deliver cars, and therefore I exercised arrogance, conceit, haughtiness, hauteur, pride, self-importance, egotism, pomposity, superciliousness, and superiority, and I couldn't deliver the cars. Whoops.
You know what, though? I mean, don't we all kind of get there sometime? And
Sure.
what else are you going to say?
Yeah, all right.
Calling what it is.
Well, my concern for Tesla is he's trying to deliver 16,000 cars, and he could only deliver 12,000 or 14,820, right?
Right.
He just took orders for 300,000 cars, all of which need to be assembled and delivered.
So maybe he's just proving he's a very
and his
good
target
order
is
taker.
End of next year.
Right.
And
Very good at sales.
the assembly plant hasn't yet even been built.
Oh. I think we might be doing this one again. It'll be like Groundhog Day.
So remember, excessive pride or self-confidence or superciliousness. Let's talk about video game movies.
Video game movies.
Yeah, there's a new movie coming out called Hardcore Henry. And it's an interesting movie because it's a nonstop action caper filled with cyborg soldiers, clones, and an insane telekinetic warlord bent on world domination. That makes it like you're pretty much like every movie you've seen. However, it's entirely shot in the first person, like a first-person video game.
Oh, like a video game.
Right.
So you're the main character.
You are the main character. You are Hardcore Henry.
Ooh, has the movie ever been made like that?
Never before. And they're realizing that as you are doing this, and by the way, the trailer is out and available for you to take a peek. This movie making, they used GoPro technology, but they're learning that it's not as easy as one would think to film it. For instance, if I'm looking at you, I tend to look at your eyes, right? Well, if you're talking to me, I tend to look at your mouth. That's how that works. We look at people's mouths.
Okay.
So the camera for the editing of this film actually had to be located in the general vicinity of the actor's mouth. You never see the actor wearing the camera. That would take away the Hollywood magic. But
so it wasn't like on his forehead.
It's not on his forehead. It's in his mouth.
In his mouth.
Yeah, right.
Because that was a more
which causes some challenges.
accurate depiction of where he was looking.
Right. Actors are not, you're not acting with a partner as much as a person wearing a camera rig. It's just a very interesting, stuntman found it difficult. Moving around, no camera angles to check on, a lot of trial and error.
Interesting, but an interesting new way.
Blair Witch Project revisited, if you will. Folks, we'll be back with more positive business talk, and I promise I won't cough anymore on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
This is Steve Replin, and I'd like to share a secret. No great business has ever succeeded without a great team. As a lawyer, a CPA, and a lender, I've advised more than 4,000 growing businesses just like yours. My system of fast-track business coaching integrates all of my skills for your business growth. To schedule a complimentary 1-hour conversation to see how we can get your business on the fast track to growth, call me at 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919.
What if I told you there's a wealth management firm that offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee? Think it doesn't exist? think again.
Hi, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. When you start a new relationship with Compact, we'll create your customized investment portfolio and financial plan dedicated to help you reach your goals. Try us out for a year. If you're not happy for any reason, you'll get all of the management and maintenance fee that you paid refunded. This is our 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and use the keyword Talk to Mo to find out more. Again, from your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword Talk to Mo. Satisfaction guarantee doesn't apply to fees and commissions charged by third parties for such things as insurance products or mutual fund redemptions. It also doesn't apply to any market losses which might occur in an account. For additional information regarding this guarantee, please see the disclosure brochure available at the time you enroll or upon request.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org. You've all heard of fibromyalgia, the condition that amplifies painful sensations, fatigue, and mood swings. Tired of taking drugs that don't fix the problem? Well, Chronic Conditions Center of Colorado and Dr. Chris Steiner have created a program with no surgery, drugs, or injections, but with real results. Here's Crystal.
And I came to see Dr. Steiner for migraines, fibromyalgia. I have feeling back in my hands and feet. My vertigo has stopped. I'm not falling. Fibromyalgia has let up. The migraines are under control. Everything seems much better, and it is one of the best things I have ever done for myself.
Chronic Conditions Center of Colorado treats many types of chronic pain, and they have treatment programs for ADD and ADHD. Call Dr. Steiner at 303-660-2668 or visit them online at chronicconditionsco.com. That's chronicconditionsco.com.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Is your heating and cooling system ready for the changing temperatures? Call on Pastor Camp Heating and Air Conditioning. They offer a wide range of all new makes and models, a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and special offers perfectly suited for your needs, including manufacturer and utility rebates, or 12 months, no payments, no interest, or payments as low as $97 per month with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. It's not Friday yet, but guess what? Friday's coming. That's Fan Bragging Friday, 855 Fan Brag. But right now, we've got some guests in the studio who you want to meet.
You know, when we talk about longevity and what it takes to stay in business for a long time. Well, our expert guests have been in business for 26 years, or Janie alone has 26 years of experience as a realtor in the Metro Denver real estate market. That jumps to over 60 years of combined experience with her husband and partner of Bielenberg and Associates. Clients have referred to them as the dynamic duo. They say real estate is more than just selling homes. It's about relationships. Robert and Janie Bielenberg, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you for having us.
Good morning.
Very nice to have you in the studio. Now, let's start our conversation with you with as much experience as you guys have in the business community. You've probably seen some pretty sweeping changes, especially in real estate, over the years. How have you navigated the whole addition to, like the online process and things that go on in real estate today?
Well, it's always a challenge because it's changing
your markets go from very active, it swings from buyers to sellers, and the technology has changed. When I first started, we didn't even have fax machines, let alone the internet.
Wow. Okay, so then, Robert, how do you stay on top of that? How do you? I mean, sometimes we're kind of like old dogs, and we don't want to learn new tricks. How have you been able to adapt and be successful in the adoption of all of that?
We've had no choice.
Sink or swim, and we don't know how to sink.
Right.
All right, I like that. Very cool.
All right, well, Robert, if you could go back to the beginning, is there something you would have changed in the way that, maybe got caught on to something quicker or adapted something sooner?
From the very beginning, we were pretty good at target marketing, the kind of clients we'd like to work with. Our big mistake was we didn't do a good job of follow-up with our past clients. And we were in business probably a good 10 years before we stopped neglecting them and showing them that we really did appreciate them, and I regret that.
It's words of wisdom right there. The follow-up is clearly one of the most important parts of any business, regardless of what type of business, and yours especially. Sometimes I think realtors, and Jenny, back me up on this, sometimes realtors think that I make the transaction and it's over and it's done with, and they're going to buy another house next week, next month, next year. But in fact, you have the opportunity to reach out to what we call their Frank Circle, friends, relatives, associates, networks, and customers. Yes?
Yes, absolutely, Eric. Absolutely.
All right. So talk about the way that you guys market your business, Jenny. How do you see success in your marketing process?
I'm actually going to turn that one over to Robert.
Okay.
He's kind of our marketing specialist.
Nice.
Well, he talked about that even in the very beginning, you already knew who your target market was. These days, even people getting in business now forget to figure out who their target audience is.
In our case, our original target audience were townhome communities along the Highline Canal. And so we did a lot of direct mail. We did a lot of open houses. We tried to meet people in that area. But of course, over time, our clients started scattering all over the city as they grew up and started raising families. And so our area became much larger. We still do a lot of direct mail to those 5 communities as well as to our past clients.
All right. Direct mail is one of those things that's been particularly successful for the real estate market, in large part because your transaction, the money that you make per transaction affords the relative expense, if you will, of direct mail. Let me ask you this: what percentage of your revenue do you actually allocate towards marketing?
We don't think of it that way because honestly, if we were only doing a percentage during the slow years, nobody would hear from us. So what we have to do is the same number. Our goal is to have a certain number of touches, at least 2 a month, and we'll do that, come hell or high water.
That's smart.
That is very smart. We're talking with Robert and Jenny Bielenberg and Associates. You can also find them online at robertandjenny, JANI.com. I love that you guys are connecting with your customers and that you finally felt the need to go back to and just your transparency and authenticity, saying you regretted that. Jenny, describe the customer experience. What is different? Because there are a lot of what you do out there, and I think sometimes a lot of times people think I can go to the internet, and do I really need to hire a professional? Talk about that customer experience that you provide.
Absolutely, Angel. And that's a very important question because in our business, it's important to us to know what our clients are thinking. Mm-hmm. And so Robert and I do ask. We ask every one of our clients for a review after our transaction with them. And if you have a moment, I would like to read one.
Oh, sure, please,
just straight from the horse's mouth here. It says, and this is one of our most recent reviews. Our experience with the Bielenbergs was the type of service not often found in the online, computer-generated, self-service world. We are repeat clients in that they assisted us with our home purchase upon our move to the Denver area. Given the process was quick and smooth, one could have said it was luck. But during the selling process, it became clear that we were the lucky ones in having selected this team. Our experience selling was just as much the one of exceeded expectations as was in the purchase. They have a superb level of responsiveness, proactive thinking, and communicating. They deliver what you ask, and they commit to it in a timely manner. They have a way of making you feel comfortable and assured. They are knowledgeable, patient, and prepared. They answer and address questions you didn't know to ask or items you didn't consider. Overall, they have a way of making you feel like you are the most important client, and they are available and consistent. I would recommend them to my mother and my boss, both of who are hard to please.
Wow.
So, in a theme, we get the stuff about the knowledge and the experience, because we've accrued that time. But then it becomes very personal.
Yeah.
And every client's an individual, every transaction's an individual. And it's all about, what do they need? Do they need someone to hold their hand? Do they need a little more communication? Do they need some reassurance?
You bet. It's that customer service that takes you over the top.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll see your review and add you one more. This comes from Becky V. Bob and Janie have so much experience with the Denver area real estate market that they are my only choice of agent when looking for new properties. They are also fun people to hang out with and enjoy helping you find just exactly what you're looking for. That's one of 88 5-star ratings and reviews. You guys are last year's Fan Bragging Contest winners for Best Realtor in the state of Colorado. And folks, you need to call them. What's a number where we can reach Bielenberg and Associates, please?
303-770-1977.
Do that one more time, please.
303-770-1977.
Well, you're getting over 60 years of combined experience. You can read all of those testimonials online. Make sure you connect with Robert and Jenny to buy or sell your next home. Thank you so much for being in with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
You betcha, folks. Check out robertandjanny.com. That's Robert and Janny, JANI.com. You're going to see some amazing stuff there. And, they're great people to hang around with, too. Back with more positive business talk right after these messages. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Hey, everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
What is the Del Walmsley Radio Show?
Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. You need to stop being dependent on a paycheck. All of these self-help motivational people, they wind you up like a little clock. Click, 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 and then they'll let you go. Boom.
And who is this show about?
I'm your host, Del Walmsley, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom.
The Del Walmsley Radio Show, weekday mornings at 10 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems, and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
On Friday, May 6th, your life is about to be changed for the better. In these challenging times, we need inspiration and motivation to become the leaders we all know we can be. Plan to attend LeaderCast 2016, Architects of Tomorrow. You will be empowered with life-changing insights by renowned leaders like former Navy SEAL Rourke Denver, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, leadership author and speaker Andy Stanley, NCAA champions coach Nick Saban, James Brown from CBS Sports, and more. All part of the world's largest one-day leadership event that is simulcast around the world live. The choices you make define the leader you become, and our world needs everyday leaders who will step up to make a difference and make a positive impact on your organization, community, and beyond. That's what LeaderCast 2016, brought to you in collaboration with the Colorado Business Roundtable on Friday, May 6th, is all about. Early bird tickets are on sale now. To buy tickets and learn more, visit LeaderCastDenver.com. That's LeaderCastDenver.com.
I founded Go Sober because traditional treatment doesn't treat the condition that makes it difficult for some people to stay away from alcohol. Alcohol is a chemical. Over time, too much of it causes a biochemical change in reward response, and until that change reverses, it's impossible to go very long without thinking about drinking. That's the failure mechanism. It's not a willpower or a character problem. It's persistent nagging that undermines the desire to remain sober. Talking about change or denying access does nothing to stop it. At Go Sober, treatment is real simple. Alcohol dependence develops simply from consuming a lot of alcohol over a long period of time. We treat it with other chemicals, medications that restore the normal reward response. These medications stop the thinking about drinking so people can get on with it. Call us to find out what we're all about. You'll gain useful information regardless.
That was Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org. That's 303-827-4837 or www.gosober.org.
Yeah, new car shopping?
Oh, great. There's a nice day wasted. I'd rather take a hit with a ball-peen hammer between the eyes than drive all over town.
Well, it's what one does when one car shops. I thought you liked shopping.
Shopping, not driving. Hey, speaking of, how about we go to the mall instead?
What? And this day had so much potential.
ColoradoAutomall.com. Local dealers with local inventory online. A virtual click away.
I'm ready to click and shop. Boot me up.
ColoradoAutomall.com. It's tax season, and doing your own taxes, well, we all know how that can turn out. Or you're paying too much to have someone else do it for you. Let Winter Mountains Tax step in and do your taxes the right way for only $125. And military, veterans, government employees, teachers, nurses, and RTD employees all get a 15% discount. Call Winter Mountains Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Tax. Taxes done right.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do appreciate you for tuning in to the most positive business talk show in America. How awesome would it be if you owned your own private jet?
The most awesome.
Yeah, right.
It would be the most awesome.
The one thing that Angel has been verbally drooling about for years.
Yeah, this I think would be the most awesome. Now, we live in Denver, which has a pretty major airport, and we've got a smaller little local airport that my husband and I sometimes like to just go and watch the small planes, the private planes fly in, and there's a great little restaurant there. And they say that although there are 5,000 airports in the U.S., only 500 of them get regular commercial service.
Really?
And of those 500, frequent service is available at only 70.
And one of our airport here, the local municipal airport, is one of them.
Right. My husband was actually traveling last week when there was, or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was, when we had a big snowstorm, shut down DIA, and him getting home because he was coming home from a smaller airport. They only had one flight to Denver each day. And of course, as the travel got backed up, it was going to take him 4 or 5 days to get home. And this is where owning our own private plane would have possibly come in quite a bit of handy. And they're actually saying that it's actually might be easier than you think to justify the high sticker price of private jet travel.
You know, those jets cost millions of dollars.
Right. Well, there's not enough traffic, and it's getting harder and harder to get around. So businesses that need to go from A to B are relying more and more on corporate jets. Now, here's the thing that I think I like. One, the waste of time, a lot of downtime that you have when traveling.
Oh, sure.
Right?
You got to get through security. You got to go get the pat down. You got to, Yeah.
Right? You've got to be there 2 hours before your flight and all of this, and just there's a lot of downtime, a lot of wasted time. Now, granted, you're going into space and you can get from Denver to LA in 2 hours, which is pretty awesome. But I think that you could have a more better use of time. The other piece is everybody seems to be grumpy at the airport and on the airplane, right?
Yeah.
They're not happy about their seats. They're not happy about their snacks.
People who don't maybe smell very good.
Not happy about their luggage, right? Nobody seems to be happy, and you're just surrounded by and the older I get, and the more the larger the Experience Pros network grows, the harder it is for me to be around grumpy people. And so I think I like the idea of just having, private accommodations, so I don't have to be around all the grumpy people. But there are actually some companies that are coming out with almost like this shared programs.
Yeah.
Where you get to share. You don't have to own the whole plane. You only, kind of charter it for just the pieces that you're going to use
It's called fractional ownership. And what it means is you own a piece of the fleet. And it becomes cost effective if you are flying between 50 and 400 hours a year, which, if you think about it, I mean, we probably fly 50 hours a year.
It doesn't take much to get to 50, right? I mean, 400 seems a little excessive, but if you're spending a lot of time in the air, corporate might be the way to go.
And if maybe you're flying less than that, then maybe you could use what's called a jet card, which sells flight time on commercial corporate
private
planes, jets, in 25-hour
increments, right?
Hello.
And if you fly less than that, then they say charter is the way to go. So for businesses or individuals that fly mostly commercial, but on some special occasions you need on-demand access to a private jet, charter is a pay-as-you-fly model with no upfront commitment. Now they gave us some prices, and we'll post this out on our Facebook wall.
All right.
They price out the jets for 7 or 8 people, a group of 7 or 8 passengers. I remember this was several years ago, there was a group of us, 6 of us, that were traveling together, and I did look into the cost of a private plane, because for 6 of us to buy these airline tickets, would it be, even if it was just a little more, right? I wasn't looking for it to be cheaper. And I'm like, if it's even in the ballpark of what we're already going to spend, maybe we should just go private plane. And had we not been staying where we were going to stay for 8 days, it would have been a better way to go. The downside was I had to pay for the 8 days of the pilot being down and the plane not being in use, and kind of, downtime that the plane was for the 8 days. That put it out of our budget.
Right.
But until then, it was actually something we could have, it probably just would have been a smarter thing to do, saved us some time, and to have our own time schedule. Because, we're trying to figure out, I want to leave at 2 o'clock. Well, there's a 12 o'clock or there's a 4 o'clock. But I want to leave it too. So we're having to make all of these sacrifices. So could private planes be the way to go? There are a number of companies that are actually making it more possible for you to fly privately.
I like the idea of
I am all over that.
Yeah, absolutely. And
they say that the smallest fraction of an aircraft that you can buy is a 1/16th. So you're sharing it with 16 others. Like, how hard is that?
Right. And now you got to coordinate their schedules. And
of course, you could just pay the $65 million and buy your own Gulfstream G650 with its own private pilot on deck for you all the time.
That's Angel's most favorite.
That would be most favorite, but that's probably, I'm going to have to get this little jet card. And there's volume discount. So that might be something very exciting, very fun way to go.
There you have it.
All right, some exceptional, powerful ways to succeed at work.
I like exceptionally powerful ways to succeed at work. Yes.
Innovate.
Yeah, you know what? If you're not innovating, you're probably going backwards on the treadmill of technology. You need to be as innovative, and it doesn't mean necessarily the tech side of things, but be creative and adaptive. You need to adapt in a way that keeps you on the cutting edge.
Next one is collaborate.
Oh.
So thinking about how can I help others succeed? Because when everybody's winning, it's not all about you, and you've got a strong foundation for success.
And here's a surprise. If you want to collaborate and really see a remarkable amount of collaborative synergy and energy, collaborate with somebody in your own industry.
Oh, but they might steal my customers.
And
they
nobody's
going to
steal your
secrets.
customers. If you lock arms and say, how can we work together to help each other, 2 is always greater than 1.
Yep. When you make others look good, your clients, your colleagues, even your competition, you actually raise the bar on your success.
Absolutely.
The next thing of powerful ways that you can succeed at work is by Googling it.
Googling what?
Google it. They say with Google at your fingertips, you no longer have to tell your boss or anybody, I don't know.
I'll get back to you on that just a second.
Right? I'm going to find out. You can have an answer quickly. Today, we have an opportunity that, generations before us didn't, and we can surf our way to become an expert, or at least dangerously close, with Google as our secret weapon.
Please say, I'll get back to you on that. Do not say, I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'll find out. I'm going to find out. Let me, and you can even say where you got it, right? And Google nonstop.
I'll Google that for you.
Find the next one on powerful ways to succeed at work. They say rethink dedication.
When your boss gives you an assignment as a dedicated employee, you usually jump right into it, sometimes without thinking. Instead of racing to the solution, step back for a minute and think about how you can do it better and smarter. There's some innovative thinking.
Right? Why are we doing what we're doing? And is this really the best way? And so being innovative, being creative, because just because this is how we've always done it, doesn't mean it's the best way to get it done. So, work smarter, not harder is a great way to outwit your competitors and move up in your company at a rapid pace.
All right.
And then finally, powerful ways to succeed at work. Chase skills, not titles.
Chase skills, not title. Okay,
Right?
all right.
We all want to get promoted in our jobs and achieve the job title that goes along with that promotion.
That's a mistake.
Right? They say people get so focused on what they should do that they actually lose focus on what they could do.
Yeah, if you think about all the possibilities of if we just take a minute to take a deep breath and go in a strategic, direction, you'll get far better results.
They say you can't copy success, but you can design it, right? And so think about, it's not just the title, but really what does that title bring, or what does that job allow and provide? And even before you get that title, you could probably have the same success levels, be creating those same skills with where you are right now. Again, by Googling it, making sure that you're reaching out to those that can help you, surrounding yourself with the right group of people.
Good stuff there. Hey, we know that you are a business owner between the ages of 35 and 60 or so, and that means you're probably a Star Wars fan as well. Well, this just out, breaking news, Lucasfilm has just released the first trailer to Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. It's the first Star Wars anthology film coming this December from director Gareth Edwards. Check it out, StarWarsUnderworld.com. They've got the brand new trailer for Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Back after this, you're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment, 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com.
Are you being denied credit? Are you paying high interest rates? At creditrepair.com, we know life happens. Divorce, medical bills, student loans, and many other reasons why credit scores fall. That's why at creditrepair.com, we're committed to helping folks get the second chance they deserve to improve their credit.
CreditRepair.com is actually acting as an advocate for me. Things that I thought when you paid them off, they were still on there. Things that I didn't even know were on there, but they got them removed. I feel they're doing what they said they'd do and beyond. I'm not going to abuse this second chance that they gave me. I'm in the process now of buying a home. CreditRepair.com actually does work.
We can help you get a second chance at great credit. The consultation is free and includes a free credit score and summary credit report. We'll review your current credit situation right on the phone with a game plan to restore it. Call 800-231-1735. That's 800-231-1735. Again, 800-231-1735. 800-231-1735.
Take a moment right now and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is a life of quiet desperation that doesn't resemble what you were promised after getting that college degree and corporate job. Now a 10 is a life that exceeds your wildest expectations of the life they promised you for doing all the right things and working hard. If you answered anything less than 10, stop what you're doing and go to mypassiveincomeworkshop.com. Passive income is not a secret, but chances are no one has ever shared it with you until now. Learn how to generate passive streams of income at our free workshop, mypassiveincomeworkshop.com, so you can live at a 10 for the rest of your life.
Well, the Fed has finally raised rates. We knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Wrong! Rates have actually gone down since the Fed raised the prime lending rate, thanks to good old China. You can still get a 30-year fixed rate in the high 3s and a 15-year fixed in the low 3s with little to no closing costs. Call 303-458-8200. Let's rocket you into a new mortgage for 2016 with either a low rate on a refinance or a purchase. Although this rate hike didn't raise rates, the Fed is expected to raise the prime lending rate 3 to 4 more times this year, which unfortunately could move rates the wrong direction. So call Stanford Funding now at 303-458-8200 and let's rocket you into a mortgage in the 3s on a 30-year or a 15-year fixed. Refinance or purchase. We are a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with the BBB. So don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. 90 LTV, credit score 660, loan amount $100,000.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Don't tell me technicals do not matter. Of course they matter.
Let your winners run, cut your losers quickly. Being hyperactive is just as bad as being a Holden Hoper. Middle of the road is the answer, and that's what you need to do.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with Go Sober. I am a business owner here in Colorado and had been thinking about going sober literally for about 4 years. One of my biggest choices about going with Go Sober was that I'm a pretty private person, and when my alcohol addiction started, it started very privately. And when my rehabilitation started with Go Sober, it allowed me to rehabilitate privately, and having the flexibility of not having to go into a treatment program, going away from my family, away from my job. The infusions allowed me to put a reset button on loving myself again. My first infusion, I could go right past that neighborhood liquor store and not even think about stopping in and grabbing a bottle of wine. What's next for me is rediscovering all those things that I've lost.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste one more dollar, one more gallon of gas, or one more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Just as we were coming back from commercial, I'm looking at the television monitor that is here in our studios, and it's funny because they do closed captioning on it, so they we can actually read the news as it's playing over the broadcast. But a commercial was playing, and the closed caption for the music that was going on behind was just a couple of musical notes. I never saw that before.
No?
Just little musical notes letting me know that there was music going on.
There was music playing.
I cannot hear.
But now there was music in our ears right at the same time.
Hey, we had a great show today, and one of our guests, Dennis Giroux, the president over at Printing Done Quickly, made an offer that came at the very tail end and wanted to make sure that everybody heard the offer so that if you wanted to take advantage of it, you certainly could.
Of course, he's an award-winning, nationally owned company. You can find him online at printingdonequickly.com. But if you call them today and say, we heard about you on the Experience Pros radio show, you can actually get 500 business cards for free.
For free.
720-524-8302. 720-524-8302.
Pretty generous from Dennis Giroux, Printing Done Quickly.
Printing Done Quickly was our actual overall winner of the Fan Braggin contest last year.
Yes.
Was our big winner, and we're actually getting ready to announce. We just announced last night in a member event who the winner of our Fan Braggin contest is for this year.
So here are, in a very particular order, the third place, second place, and first place winners of this year's Fan Braggin contest. Third place, congratulations, goes to Champion Carpet and Upholstery Care.
Our second place winner for most overall votes during the entire 8-week contest went to the Social Media Advisor.
That's Holly Claire. And then the winner, who will be taking a trip for two to New York City, courtesy of our partnership with Highlands Ranch Travel. And they get the airfare, the hotel, and a Broadway show included, are the owners of Squeal Spiced Black Rum, JP and Monica Kraus. Congratulations to them. They win the contest. They're going to New York City. And by the way, their business is on fire. All three of these companies are just lighting it up.
Again, Squeal Spiced Black Rum, winner in the first place, the Social Media Advisor, and Champion Carpet and Upholstery. You can see all 90 of the companies that won best in their category at experiencepros.com. This was the second annual Fan Braggin contest that allows for small business owners to compete in a category very specific to their industry. So it's very, they're just not in a broad category. They actually get their own category depending on where they fit.
Part of the benefits that we offer all of our members nationwide. In fact, we had winners in contests in Alaska, Wyoming, Arizona, Texas, and right here in Colorado. And if you're listening to our broadcast anywhere in Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, California, anywhere that you can hear our voice right now, you too can participate in the Fan Braggin contest and become a member with all the member benefits that come with that. Check it out, experiencepros.com. Click the sign up here button, and there's a whole list of things that you can find that will serve you and your business and achieve those goals as well.
All right, well, we know you're getting ready to start a very productive work day if you haven't already. But we're going to give you a couple tips on how you can use lazy to be the new productive.
Lazy is the new productive.
Right?
This is a story that I would bring.
I know. I was thinking Eric should share this with you.
Well, how about lazying your way into inbox excellence?
Inbox excellence. Can you be lazy with how you respond to emails? Well, they say if your work routine allows for it, they say slack off on email by reading it only a few times a day. Add a footer to your messages that you only check email between certain hours. And then if you put that footer in, make sure that you do. In the meantime, they say turn off your alerts because every time you get an interruption during the day, like an email ping, they say you lose 20 minutes of productivity. I think we just found the culprit.
Eric's problem. Okay,
right?
Hold on for a second. Let's park the car here for a minute because 2 out of the 3 things that we just talked about, I agree with. You should probably only check your email a couple times a day. That would be great. Turning off the notifications so that you don't get 20-minute delays every time it's like a squirrel, right? Or throwing the dog something shiny. I agree with that. I don't agree with putting a note in your email signature saying, hey, thanks for your email. I'll get to it whenever I feel like it. It might be a couple of hours because I only check it once or twice a day. No, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. You respond. If you're checking your email a few times during the day, then you're responding within the same day. And
your responsibility is respond within the same day.
Right.
And therefore, no one will have a problem if you don't respond within the same hour.
Well, another way to lazy your way into inbox excellence, they say you should feel free to delay responding to certain messages.
Oh.
So you actually have to train the behavior that you're after. And so if you're responding immediately, stopping meetings, stopping conversations, stopping work that you're working on in order to reply to emails, you're training the behavior that it's okay to interrupt you all throughout the day. And maybe you like that, and that's your excuse for not getting as much done, and you feel like you're more important because look at all the people that want to respond to me all immediately through the day. Anyways, feel
See what
free
you did with your voice right there?
to delay responding to certain messages. If the email is regarding a situation that's in flux, it could end up resolving itself without your involvement.
This involves emails and messages that come involving a number of people, all of whom have to sign off in one regard or another. I actually exercise this quite often. We'll be in a group thread or a group email or something like that where I don't have all of the answers that are being requested, and somebody has to actually answer before my answer becomes relevant. So I lay low until I hear it. And then if it's been completely answered, I don't have to mention anything at all.
Well, they also say that if someone asks you a trivial question that they could easily look up themselves, by not replying right away, could encourage them to seek out the answer on their own. So
I tried
again,
that yesterday. It didn't work.
Really?
Yeah. I just got repeated. Hey, hello? You there? I need you. I need you to help me. Hello?
And did they really need you? I mean, could they not do it without you?
Well, they could have looked it up on the Google.
On the Google. So that's the tip for today is Google it. Google it, right? Don't ask people questions that you can easily find on your own. Google it. Now, I think a lot of times people think, well, I want to interact with you, and this gives me a reason to interact with you and a chance to talk to you.
And I love that.
And sometimes it's even sometimes the question is a gateway. Can I get you on the phone? Can I get you in the office for this?
Well.
And then we can talk about what I really came to talk about.
Indeed. All right, folks, we got to take a break for today. But we'll be back tomorrow. It's Fan Braggin' Friday. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Or use the app that you can find at experiencepros.com/radio. One touch Fan Braggin'. Makes it easy. We'll be back tomorrow.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. We're all about money.